Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Super Robot Wars Archives. My name is Austin, and by this demo reel... Oh, hold on. Why is that working? There we go. Today, we are going to be playing some Super Robot Wars W. I know a lot of people have been asking me to get around to playing this game, so I hope this is going to be a very enjoyable series. It's been hyped to me a lot. So yeah, today... on now moving forward, Sundays and Thursdays we're going to be playing W as our main new game. I've not played W before. This is my first time trying it. So I hope it works out good. Control room guy, in fact, you were the one that promised those great things. I'm glad you're here for this. I've been looking forward to this. I spent a lot of time thinking about this yesterday. I'm thinking we give it a minute or two to see if Tricky shows up. NR151 usually is not around on a day other than Friday, but I have some questions we got to ask to start the game, but we'll get there in a second. This is also your DS setup. Okay, sick. I'm glad this looks like vaguely competent or what people like using. That said, it does bother me that there's a bit of a gray line underneath here, so we're gonna fix that right now. Can I not do that while I'm streaming? No, I can. Okay. Okay, we're gonna... Is that better? I think that's better. Okay, perfect. Great. How's my day been? My day's been good. Thank you for asking. I've been working on the project that Tricky laid out for me. I've been trying to figure out all of the flags for Aura Ladies, and it's just such butts trying to check everything. There's a lot of really small little goofy use cases that I want to check on. I'm pretty sure I have everything figured out, but I want to make sure. And actually testing the stage itself is a lot of fun, but I'm trying to get Sho and Daba to the stage with still getting there, which we need 25. We need 50 kills on both of them in total. But giving them as low a level as possible, because right now what I'm trying to check is what happens if they go into combat, but also don't succeed in combat. Because sometimes things work differently if you don't actually land them. But I don't mind talking about that a little bit more. But I'll wait to see if Tricky gets in here, just so I can tell him. So I was gonna make a small video about it, but if I can just say it out loud, that'll save me a lot of time. We'll give it a minute or two more. That'll put us at 5:15 my time. I guess actually you can see this on the screen too. I might as well mention this now. As requested, also I am using the English patch for W. I have this in the description, but I just want to make it clear up front, this is not my patch. I do not work on it at all. I don't own it at all. This was made by... Who did I say it was made by? King Com. I have the link for it to where they posted it in the description, so if you'd like to follow up on that, you're welcome to do so there. But this at least gives us the opportunity to actually pay attention to the story. And also would be easier for probably a vast number of my viewership to experience. But I do just need to forward the fact that this is not mine, you know. What else? What else is going on? I guess not much else. I'm just sort of trying to prepare for the end of the month now. Dr. Frank Campbell. No worries, it's not lit. I realized that for I said that way. The way it sounded scary. Yeah, just trying to burn through some extra video editing ahead of time. I don't know when I'm gonna get time to. I probably won't today. I need to get ahead on alpha recordings too. Because I don't think I'm gonna have much time to get recording after this week. I don't know how much time I'll have to get recordings set up for the rest of the month. So if I have time now, I think I kind of gotta do it. Organ looks neat. I feel like I've heard the name. Is it Detonator Organ? Is that related to Tekka Man? He looks kind of Tekka Man shaped. Worth noting this is the same dev team as Jay. Okay, sick. I really enjoyed my time with Jay, so that seems promising too. It's good to know. Okay, it's 5:15. Let's hop into things. If I'm allowed to click on it, thank you. And we'll catch everybody else up when they show up. So I guess here we can see this is bottom screen, this is top screen in case you weren't familiar, but changes in the century since the establishment of the Alliance space calendar. At the end of the old era, Earth's economy and social order has begun to collapse due to the exhaustion of natural resources, environmental degradation, and gross overpopulation. International conflicts spread across the Earth on a daily basis, ultimately resulting in the outbreak of the Third World War. Oh no, this is too real. Humanity, terrified and dismayed by the war it had wrought, sought to end the fighting through unification of all nations and people. And so it was that the Earth Sphere Unified Nation, ASUN, the ESUN, came to be, with dominion over all the political, economic, military matters. The subjugation of the independent lunar metropolis, defiant to the very end, the so-called Lunar War at the age of the Alliance space calendar. I can't read this fast enough. I can read it in my head fast enough. Taken from the space colonies, what they do. Not just new frontiers, but an endless ocean filled with hope. Staggering for a amount of time. Kind, so-called Earth's honeymoon with space. This feels like so far a pretty standard opening from what I've seen. Like we've got different names for things. Like, I don't think we've seen the E-Sun before. I'm going to try and make jokes about, like, digitizing the sun, I hope. Between Oz, the defective was the E-Sun, those with those. Okay. War. We do like killing off Trace Crucianata a lot. That was the Alliance space calendar year 98. That date also marked the moment where Earth and its populated peoples would begin to come face to face with a series of threats from outer space. This is so much text for a text scroll. Cygnus is hopefully a name I'll try to remember. Between Earth and space also becomes severely limited, which when beings known as the Radam attacked. I don't recognize that name. Hopefully we'll find out why. Jovian lizards, that's from Nadeshko, I'm pretty sure. Terrorist attacks via robotic weapons. And have taken its first step with the new United Nations with these threats. As a result, lingering issues were left unresolved. Humans. It is the year 99 of the line. Okay, so we're only 1 year out from when the war happened. The world is about to enter a new age of conflict in which even tomorrow is uncertain. Aerospace R&D Agency archives excerpts from White Paper of Space Development Chapter 1 Introduction trailers. Who called space home. Trailers were contractors transporting essential materials for colony construction and terraforming, and playing a major role supporting the development of space behind the scenes. Their numbers grew in step with demand, and their duties diversified from mere transport into pioneering new routes and exploring unknown spaces. However, they some being contracted to protect merchant vessels. Some trailers would have lowered themselves to plunder. So basically just space pirates or like space profiteers. This is anonymous. I'm assuming we're probably going to be one then. These true trailers from their dwellings in the hidden colony bid write themselves as space when people live in space this day. Thank you for clarifying what spacemen means. And R151, hello, I'm surprised to see you here. I'm glad you're here. I had much fun with the trailers and the Gundam Wing units. Good night. Oh, okay, you just stopped in for a second. Well, I'm glad you stopped in. Okay. I love how lore they fit into that text scroll. Yeah, no. So, that was a lot of information. I hope it's going to be relevant, because I feel like a lot of times they just, like, dump a ton of this stuff, and then just half of it doesn't matter. Second, so far, 2 thumbs up for this translation. All of that felt naturalistic. I did not see any, like, weird goofs. Obviously, I have to read that pretty quickly, so there might be some like small grammatical or small like spelling mistakes. But if there were, I did not catch them. So far, loving this translation. Very, very good work. All of it will be explained. Okay, or explored. Good. I am not inclined to change anything, especially just so we can have like a unified way of talking about stuff. I typically never customize the names of things. All that was different show series outside of trailers. That's what I figured. Yeah, I assumed all of them were. I assumed all of them were like extant like organizations. But like, for instance, just because the name gets used, right? Like we killed off Trace already. That doesn't mean we're actually gonna like do something with that in the plot. Like I'm sure the plot will like say the like name Trace Crucial out a couple more times. But I'm curious if we actually like do something with it. Okay, so here's our first choice. I've never played with the favorite system before, so I want to like see what this stuff means. I did click through the screen a little bit as like a way to test out the English. So I'm seeing we get, when we select a favorite, we're getting, presumably, more upgrades. Whenever they get kills, they're getting, whenever they get kills, they're getting whatever that number is. So like if we get it with the Galgagar, it gets 1.25 times funds and 1.25 times EXP compared to what it would normally get. And then we have 3 choices up here. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what you're saying. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm catching this. So here's my deal. Obviously, we're gonna take Tekka Man. We talked about this this series as a way to explore Tekka Man and a way to like get a super or get a real robot in here at some point. So definitely gonna be him. I know we're like I want to try and play this series as like mostly as reals. I know that Seed Astray is in here too. I'm sad I can't pick Seed Astray in here, that's fine. But I think we're allowed to have 1 super as a treat. And I really like Galgagar, so I'm gonna pick Galgagar. But we do have 1 slot left over. So all y'all who are in chat right now, if you'd like to sound off, what's our 3rd choice gonna be? Honestly, this feature should be mainline. I really like this a lot. I think this is a really good idea because you're already so incentivized to stay largely within continuity because of how much synergy there is between definition. Like I said with Neshko pilots and R, you typically want to use a lot of them because of like how you're committing to having the Nadeshko on the battlefield to give them the wave motion array, or the gravitational wave array, or whatever it's called. You know the one. Or like, I don't know how this game does like rivalry bonuses or whatever, but like lots of series so far I've seen have like benefited characters from the same universe standing next to each other. And you're probably only going to have room for like 3 series to like largely feature. I guess other than like supers, right? We're like, I don't think we're going to be getting many other units other than the Go Lion from Go Lion. I will not be opposed to using like the Getter or the Mazinger. They're probably good, but I feel like I use them literally every playthrough, so I don't mind sidelining them. I guess we've used the Getter a lot on the channel. I feel like we've not used the Mazinger a lot on the channel, but I have used the Mazinger a lot, not on camera, so I'm less incentivized to use them. Go Lion seems fun. I don't know how often we're going to get to see... oh, what's the English name for this show? There was a modern season. I'll think of it. Maybe I won't. Voltron, good gracious. Using the OGs is always a safe pick. That's fair. Yeah, I could do that. Because I probably want to like show off the main character anyway, because like when else are we going to get to? Gundam Wing. I'm probably going to be using Wing some amount in Alpha, just because it's also the TV version rather than the Endless Waltz version, and the Endless Waltz version has lots of instances. I don't love Thump as a series. It feels a little weird to me. But I will try not to let that like draw in my concerns over using it. So yeah, I guess the Banpresto ones are safe, but is that what you want to see? Right? 'Cause I'm not necessarily asking you for like what's the most tactical decision. We can feature characters that aren't like going to be the most mechanically savvy. I guess here's another question. If we're going to use the OGs, are there a lot of OG units? I saw that we're getting both a like fighter jet and I'm guessing the battleship to start. But do we get a lot? Do we get a lot more OGs in this? Because it would feel a little underwhelming. Where like in R, there's only one original unit in the form of the Excellence. I'm pretty sure. I'm forgetting something that you guys just get to play as. It just feels like a lot of the games have been like had a sparse amount of OGs to play. At least the ones I've done. GC only gives you one. You can switch back and forth. Y, we had the Lunadrak, the A Advent, and then Save Us at the end. Go Lion is the rarer pick. Yeah, that's what I was figuring. But then it also feels weird having like two supers when I said we wanted to like mostly do reels. I guess we could take Galgagar off. Just because I'm probably going to use him in other games too. Use the rare one, you can pick Go Lion, and then take OG. I think this might be the setup. Let's rock this. This seems fine. Without spoiling, don't worry about the reels. Oh yeah, no, I figure we're gonna get a lot of reels. It just feels like I'm sure we're gonna get to use a lot of good reels. It feels weird to like forecast that we're gonna be using supers really prominently with this. Your issue will be addressed. Okay, great. Then let's take this. Let's take this out. So that's the Banpresto originals, the Go Lion, and Tekkaman. June 13th, 1919, June 13th, 99 ASC, ship's log. It's been 2 full weeks now, still no new job, still hanging out on Finn. The junk guild's stuck here too. We've tinkered with pretty much everything metal on this rock. I don't know this to be true, but this would be also an excellent time to have Judo show up. I feel like it's too often that we need to, like, we're like contractually obligated to go as far forward into UC Sentry as Char's counterattack whenever it features. Just let Judo be here. He would be a great foil for this immediately. Yeah, no, this English translation is incredible. This is really naturalistic. Like they should consider this a job well done as far as I'm concerned. And I say this as someone who has spent a lot of my time, I spent a lot of my time in school, like thinking about translation. But the real problem is that nearly all our last paycheck went into repairs. Bankruptcy number 36, here we come. But hey, at least the next log should be on a ship that's actually doing ship things. Dad says he's got some new clients coming up. And guess where the destination is? Earth. So long, boring log entries. Tomorrow we set sail for awesome and never look back. Okay, he also sounds like his age. He sounds like a kid. He sounds like he's trying to be professional because he understands he has a job, but he also sounds like he is roughly a teenager to early 20-somethings. Judo is sadly always overshadowed by Camille and Amuro. Yeah, which is a shame. He'd also be great as a friend for Kazuma, who's a similar age. Yeah, right? One of the things that I'm the most frustrated with in just media in general right now is I so seldom, when you look at it, you so seldom see characters actually get peers. They might have rivals, they might have sidekicks, but usually it's about one-upping them. It's never about mutuality to them, which is a real shame, especially when we have literally every single mecha show to draw from. Surely we could get some peerage in here. Not that kind of peerage. Shuttles have problems, it happens, I get it, and we gotta get back to this. But why we have to get stuck with trailers? All I know is if you need something moved in space, you can call a trailer. But they seem to have but you seem to have history with them too, Joe. I guess that this also, okay, as much as I just said that with Judo, I do like that we're using the wing boys in this way, because they are they do start as doing odd jobs undercover, and I'm pretty sure Judo does some mechanic work early on. That's one way of putting it. My sweeper team got up close and personal with them all the time. Yeah, was it the sweeper that I'm thinking of? Let's just say I could have gone the rest of my life without seeing another one. Also, look, the idea of trailers being delivery boys is left over from expansion days. Now they mainly deliver from passing trade ships to themselves, or from the military to the wrong hands. Sure, they're transporting us, but you can bet they're paid a pretty penny under the table. If you ask me, they ought to cut the I could probably say crap on YouTube, yeah, and call themselves what they are, space pirates. Now that you mention it, Bit wasn't on the official star charts. Oh yeah, I knew they had their little hives around, but I never had the pleasure of visiting one. How did Lady Une ever know about this place? Sure, she's the Brenter's boss, but still. If they're as bad as you say they are, I'm surprised she's recommending us to them at all. Desperate times, bud. We need to ride to Earth, and the Brenters can't send their own. Besides, this OP's this operations ultra classified. We gotta stick to the shadows, and that's trailer turf. See, okay, here, this is, I guess that doesn't come out yet. I'm gonna complain about this at some other point about how unnatural it is that regularly these openings talk and like fully say all of the words. Like, I don't like this abbreviation. This sounds really unnatural to me, but I would believe someone would say it. I believe someone would call operations ops. Like, I think that's probably a real world thing. But like, not only does it save space, but it also just feels like something that like Duo or a person would say because they're used to dealing with them. Like, that's good. That's what should happen. Yeah, this intel has to make it back to HQ at all costs. Or like the breaking up of this period here. Like, I know it's like really like detailed stuff, and we need to get to the game, but like breaking up sentences like this makes it sound so much more natural. Like, this is how people talk. We don't talk in perfect grammar. Very good. Very good. Well, any transport is better than none. We'll just have to take the rest as it comes. I know what to do with the trailers. I know what to do if the trailers try anything funny. What is that exactly? Little something they call space jacking. That's it. Maybe don't call it that, Duo. These guys are scum, Catra. Being gracious guests ain't on the menu. Understood, I'll keep my eyes peeled. They should be here any minute now. I'm not expecting a limousine or anything, just anything. Just a nice, quiet ride. That's all. You hear me, Valstork family? Valstrock? We do. Valstork. I wonder if Stork is, like, intentionally trying to play off of, like, the bird. Because, like, they deliver babies. Yeah. Hey, so, are you guys Catra Roberba Winner and Hiro Yui? Oh, right, yeah, I forgot who goes undercover. And that's us, and you are. See, and okay, here, this is an appropriate time to use full names when you're professionally trying to introduce yourselves and find clients. This is a good way to do this. This is a good way to do this. Kazuma is one of my favorite OGs, no pressure. I mean, yeah, like, I like him so far. He'll probably up there for me, too. Also, it's the best two wing boys with the most personality. That is true. Yeah, like, I love Catra, and I love his support team so much. I think all of his, like, butlers, attendants, bodyguards are so clutch. I genuinely believe that they actually actively care for him. And yeah, like, Duo is just, like, there's a reason everyone was so edgy in the 2000s, because everyone loves a boy that walks around with bat wings and a scythe. Like, Duo's so cool. He's so good. Kazuma Artigun. I'm with the Valstork family. Was babysitting in our service contract, or are they just messing with us? Watch your mouth, Chuckles. Keep with that attitude, I'll rip off that braid and use it to snag a space whale. Wow. Ooh, wow. I haven't heard a good thing about the trailers, and somehow I'm still disappointed. Something tells me I'm gonna have to get used to that feeling. Are you deaf or just too plain stupid to understand the warning? Oh man, did I say that out loud? What, you think I'm just some little kid? I got news for you, pal. I'm a seasoned trailer. Raised to call the better wide void you... What? Hold on. I think I'm reading that too early. I'm a seasoned trailer raised to call the greater wide void home. Okay, that was a little okay, that's fine. You better not mess with me. Got that? Heck, we're basically the same age. You do you, bro. Just don't forget the customer is always right. In matters of taste. Oh, sorry. Are you not old enough to know how to treat a customer? All right, you're gonna get it now, you son of a... That's enough, Kazuma. But like again, I'm gonna say it like every time because this is so good so far. This feels like how someone who is trying to pretend to be an adult would talk. It doesn't sound like they're just fighting for like no reason because we need to have conflict between characters. Sadly, Catra only has a support team show up in C2, where Wing gets to do basically its whole TV. I mean, I'm glad they're present. Yeah, it's unfortunate they're not around more. I'm not surprised by that. But I'm glad they at least get to show up in a game. Mihiro, what are you doing here? Dad sent me. He wanted to make sure you were treating the client right. That old fart trusts you more than me. Typical. Sorry, who are you? I'm Mihiro Artigan. I'm here to welcome you to the humble vessel, presumably the little sister character. We sincerely apologize for my brother's behavior. It won't happen again. Yeah. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube or not. Probably. Darn it, Mihiro. I don't need you to apologize for these pricks. Can we say that? I'm like so concerned about like language that I like censoring is stupid, but like I also don't need the video taken down. What's the matter with you? Did you forget the trailer tenets? I guess we're also more than like 10 minutes. It's probably not a big deal. Kindness for customers and care for cargo. Kindness for customers and care for cargo. Ha ha ha, she's your little sister? Could have fooled me. That's for sure. I thought I told you to shut your... Pipe down, Kazuma. Dad. wait a minute. Why does he look like Andrew Waltfield? He's in this too. Is this just Andrew Waltfield in disguise? I said you to welcome clients and you pick a fight with them. Do you want us to go bankrupt? But you can make your excuses back on the Valstark after you've made the guests mad. But that's correct. Correct. This is, the one thing about the English translation is they don't have the katakana to go off of. Not that I've like got the katakana right every time, but when we have names like this, I would love to know how they want me to say it. Like, is it Surret? I feel like either Surret or Corret or Carrot are like the options. Maybe their name is just Carrot. Fine, I'm already already. Not a business. Mr. Winter and Mr. Yu. Yes, my apologies for the delay. Mr. Blessfield Artigan is such a name. That's me. I'm the head of the Valstark family. Also the father of Mihiro here, as well as Kazuma, truly begging your pardon. It's a pleasure to visit with you, Captain Blessfield. Please, do no need for formalities. Call me Bless. Didn't you say they were space pirates? He seems like a perfect gentleman. No way. Did you see his kids? Total OG thug. This guy's just better at putting on an act. I bet the girls in on it too. Excuse me, do you need something? Did you need something? Sorry, just talking about our business. I see. By the way, how do you two like duck? Duck? I'm not opposed to it, I suppose. Dad, did you? I thought our guests deserved a warm welcome, so I took a trip to the market. I just happened to be passing by the dock on my way back, and here we are. And if it's all right with you, gentlemen, I'd like to treat you to dinner before we leave port. It'll be an excellent opportunity to introduce my crew and discuss our jobs in more detail. I hope you'll accept. It'll be such a waste of good duck, and I know my way around roasting one if I do say so myself. You've got to try my dad's cooking. I promise you'll never have anything like it. Well, okay, I'd love to join you, Captain Blast. Wonderful, Mihiro. Wonderful. Tell Shihomi to prepare the oven. You got it. Watch your back, Katra. We don't know what this old man's got up his sleeve. Really? They seem nice. Even the kid didn't seem that bad. Don't fall for it. He says he's roasting a duck, but I bet he's looking to cook our goose. Is that the whole reason that's there, just for that joke? Oh, you're being paranoid, and you even use Hero's name as an alias. I mean, that's just... Like, he hasn't done the same to me. You'll understand. Can I help you? Or is there more more of your business, Mr. Hero Yui? Yeah, it is, if you don't mind. The ellipsis to me tells me that Bless already knows that this is not the right person. Sick. Yeah, Kazuma is a believable kid, MC. They are annoying and irritating, and some media is scared of portraying that. Yeah, no, they either make them so annoying that it's like unfun to be around them, or they make them like an adult that's just like 15 years younger. Where like he's at least charming, right? Like I want to see this kid succeed. I want to believe that he can grow into the adult that he thinks he wants to be. We're not gonna wait for Kazuma. Never mind him, Shihomi. You want to eat cold duck on his account? Akane is right. I'm guessing these people are probably going to be all the like extra the sub-pilots for the battleship. Smell alone is, quite simply, divine. Having this truncated clause in the middle here is such good translation work. You guys, just give me a few more minutes. I'm okay with waiting for him. Oh, that's now 4 pilots we've seen in addition to Bless. I feel like we're not going to have a battleship that has 5 pilots to start. That seems way too big. So maybe some of these people will be like the intermission menu characters. Don't trouble yourselves with one bit, sir. We got a trailer tenant for just that kind of thing. A trailer tenant, what's that? Well, this one goes, food is like iron, strike while it's hot. Can do. Tenants, they're surprisingly old-fashioned, aren't they, Duo? Duo. Want to know my new tenant? Don't talk to me till my plate's cleaned. You sure did. Whatever they paid you, you just delivered, and we're not even out of port. Immediately sold on his stomach. Since we're all here, let me introduce you to the Valstork family. As you know, my name is Blessfield Artigun. I act as the captain of the Valstork, our private interstellar transport vessel. You've also met my youngest daughter, Mihiro. This is my eldest, Shihomi, and then Akane. Oh, they're all his kids. Okay. I expected one of them to be his, like, wife or, like, ex-wife or, like, lover, but not married. Shihomi Artigun. Charmed. I manage sensors and comms. Akane Artigun. I'm the guns. Pleased to meet you. I really hope she also has regular, like biceps guns. That would be a good joke. Guns. Your ship is armed? It's a dangerous world out there in the void. The only ones watching out for us are ourselves. The Alliance sure isn't. They'd sooner lock us all up. So we gotta be able to take it and dish it out. You mean fish it out, Akane. That's the expression. Huh? Really? Dang, I've said it wrong all this time. No, it's definitely dish it out. Stupid Horace, quit messing with me. Haha, dear me, can't you take a joke? This is Horace Horian. Despite his personality, I promise his piloting abilities are very serious. Wait, you're not an Artigun? Not yet, at least. We'll see if either Shihomi or Mihiro have anything to say about that. Oh, Horace, you tease. That's still not funny. Wait, aren't you forgetting someone on that list? Looks like I'm bringing up the rear, eh? Last but very much not least, the Valstork family's own guru. Sorry, I thought that said like G-U-R-Y. The font box was weird. Gurant Gabalinario. Ah, come on now. I'm more of a hermit than anything else these days. And yet, the legend of Hellfist Gurant, mentor to bless the Hawkeye, is still very much alive to every trailer in the system. I could say you can't send yourself to a home just yet. Did you just say Hellfist and Hawkeye? Sorry, I'm late, gang. Yo, Shihomi, which plate's mine? Here you are, sweetie. Did you wash your hands? Mind your manners, Kazuma. We have company. Give me a break, Dad. Just the fact that she called him sweetie, I do get the sense that Shihomi is like maybe taking on the role of the mother in the family. We're still like trying to fulfill very like heteronormative nuclear style family kind of roles, which I feel like does track for a lot of Japanese families too. Like I feel like we see that a lot in anime. Not a problem but like not a positive or negative, just like trying to mark that like what the character relations look like so far. Wait, you mean we're actually working for these clowns? Mouth is good for something other than shoveling food into, you know. Hey, hold up. Shouldn't you fill in on the job actually before anything else? What's up, Chuckles? I hope he keeps calling him Chuckles. There's something on my face. Don't tell me Dad screwed up the recipe. That'd be a sign of end times. Suppose I'll take over. You should have heard most of our superiors, but in short, we'd like you to transport us and 2 pieces of cargo to Earth. My goodness, Earth? Whoa, Earth? Does that mean you two are from there? Well, we are working there, but we were born in the colonies. As for us, we operate mainly between the Lagrange points and the moon. I believe this vessel hasn't been to Earth in several years. I've never been there. Kazuma hasn't either. Really, you haven't? Well, yeah. Kazuma and Mihiro have a lot of growing up to do. Shut up, Canny. You got some growing up to do, too. Right in that washboard you call... Okay, this is the one joke I'm never gonna like. I never find these funny. Japan, like, as anime especially, is, like, so concerned over breast size, and it's very... I don't know. Don't be demeaning about people's bodies. Enough, Kazuma. You know very well that it's that there's one thing that makes you a child. It's the hair. It's that hair trigger temper. Yeah, I know. I'm just the black sheep of the great Hawkeye's family, right? Kazuma, Dad, Kazuma, the clients, Dad, Kazuma, the clients are watching. Yeah, like I get the sense that she was forced to grow, like that Shihomi was forced to grow up a little bit too fast. I hope maybe we'll like deal with that a little bit. Also, perfect setup to give exposition is them taking a job and having to introduce everyone. Yeah, no, this is like, I really admire when games open in a way that let the game naturally do that exposition, and there's plenty of ways to do it. Like, there's some very creative ways to do it, and like, this is a really good one. Yeah. If I may ask, how did you guys settle on us for your trip? I mean, I'm certain you wouldn't need trailers just to ferry you to Earth. Don't forget our cargo, and it's a rush job besides. You don't trust the Aerospace R&D Agency's flights to make it to Earth. No surprise there. Aerospace R&D Agency. I'll try to remember that. That's like such a generic grouping of words. I don't know if I will like clock the next time we see that as a group we've already heard of. Trailers live and die on their intel. Word is the upper atmosphere is infested with Radom from the nest in the orbital ring. That was the name that I also went, what was that? And the Alliance has its hands full with Jovian lizards that I'm still thinking are Nadeshko. Plus, you got the Earth nations and the colonies staring daggers at each other. It is rather dangerous to attempt traveling from the colonies to Earth right now. And you want us to bodyguard you through that gauntlet? That's the long and short of it. Step off, Kazuma. Easy that. I never said that was going to be a problem, huh? You guys made the right call. If that's what you're after, we're the very best in the biz. Sit back and relax. You and your cargo are going to get to Earth without a scratch. Know why? Because we're the trailers of the Valstork family. Kazuma. There's a little matter of compensation. 5,000 G up front, 10K on completion. Well, at least he's got a grown-up sized head. Well, if you got the cash, we'll deliver. The Valstork might not be big, but it's as fast as anything out there. You'll be on Earth before you can say space bugs. Thank you very much. That's settled, right? Hero? Sure, I guess. Then I say we practice the old tenet, do right by yourself and right by the customer. Gurren, we're leaving port tomorrow. Our guest quarters are already set up for them, right? Aye, Captain. The ship's all repaired and refueled. You could go now if you had. You could go now if you had a mind. Take care of things around here, Grandpa. Let me guess. You want us to bring up some souvenirs? You want us to bring you some souvenirs? Oh, to bring us some souvenir reading glasses and a tie. You cheeky little bird. You watch yourself. Because if you come back with so much as a dent in your back, I'll put a wrench in your skull. Chill. One day or another, you and Dad are going to have to realize that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so that makes sense why he's probably actually not going to be on the battlefield with us. He's like the mechanic. And he said grandpa, so I'm assuming, if not biologically, he's like familial adjacent grandparent. Oh, okay, wait. Later, Kazuma. Hope to see you again. You too, Lo. Give Professor and Leah my regards. Be careful out there, Mihiro. Tell your sister I said hi. I will. Take care of yourself, Kisato. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. I guess full of me to say I wanted to see this stray and then not acknowledge the fact that see this stray kind of is what Judo kind of is for the Seed universe, what Judo is for the UC universe. So maybe we still do get that pairing. Should probably ask this from the jump, unless you ask directly. Am I currently assumption to leave you to your external musings? Yes, yeah. I mean, like feel free to jump in, but yeah, I do like I should put like a large like all points notice bulletin on my channel that I do talk out loud a lot. Just for like the fact that I'm doing YouTube, I just like sat here quietly thinking in my head it's gonna be like really heckin' boring. But I do know I ask questions. That's just like how I explore stuff, but it probably sounds like I'm asking questions of chat. I mean, we got to figure out. I know some people had like quote unquote safe words for this when they were playing like really heavy spoiler games. I know people were doing this with Elden Ring a lot, that they would like say a word to bookend their question to like indicate that it was in fact for chat. They mentioned the Junk Guild before. Oh yeah, no, you're right. I guess they did. Yeah. Tagging along with us up to here. Sounds like the trailers and the Junkmen have a pretty good relationship. Well, yeah, folks gotta stick together if they want to make it out in space. Really? Why do you look so surprised for? We just heard that trailers are, well, basically pirates. Oh yeah? Who the heck from? Kazuma. Back off, Kazuma. Get to your post. But Dad, didn't you hear they think we're pirates? Hang on. Is that why you gave me... Yeah, right. Yeah. Is that why you gave me crap when I came to get you? A man shows his worth with his actions, not his mouth. But don't make me repeat myself. Fine. Here, I'll show you to your seats. Thanks, Mihiro. I'm a bit surprised that you're working too. My brother and I have our own jobs to do. Greetings. Oh, Carrot is like... Okay, Carrot's a robot. I wasn't expecting that. I'm more apt to call it Carrot then. It also feels really close to Ropit from Battler. Greetings. Would you like some coffee? Whoa, what's this thing? I am Carrot, this vessel support robot. He was made with a ship, as a matter of fact. This little guy's a real Swiss Army knife. Cooking, cleaning, laundry, even ship function support. You name it, he does it. You flatter me, Miss Akane? What was that? Yo, that's high class. Not many ships have their own support bot. Come to think of it, this ship doesn't look like anything like the standard Alliance battleships. I wouldn't expect it to. You see, the Valstork is classified. Incoming message from Liam aboard the Home. Several unknowns are closing in. Now? Boss, it must be them. They were just waiting for us to move out of the bit to make the move, eh? Is something wrong? You wanted to see some real live space pirates. Well, you're in luck. What? Lose them, Horace. Push the engine into the red if you have to. Aye. Hold on, sirs. This might get bumpy. Hold up, Dad. We're not actually thinking of having us turn tail and run, are you? A trailer's first and foremost priority is fulfillment of the contract. We can't risk endangering our clients. We can't risk letting this bunch run loose either. They're on course for a bit. We'll let them go. We let them go, they'll just start hurting other folks. Yeah. I get that the job's important, but if we run out on this, we'll be a disgrace to the trailer name. Kazuma, are you sure you can handle it? Absolutely, or I wouldn't have said it right in front of the clients. I'm good for it. Kazuma, I'm ready too. Oh, is she just our sub-pilot? That's cool. Distance 3,000 and closing. They'll be in visual range soon. What's your call, Dad? All hands battle stations. The Valstork's moving to intercept the space pirates. Our honor and as the trailer depends on. Copy that. Let's do this. Don't slack off for us. I should say the same, Akane. Remember, wasted ammo is wasted money. Call on me, hero. Right. Kazuma, me, hero. Wait. Katrin, hero, right? Just stay right here and watch. We'll show you exactly what the difference is between a space pirate and a genuine trailer. A genuine. Hostiles incoming. Those are Alliance units. They could be deserters or just thugs using Alliance mechs off the black market. Regardless, the space pirates are wholly different from animals from proper trailers. And I'm sure you realize now. Yes, Mr. Duo Maxwell. How do you? Yeah, I figured you know. They're bombarding the ship. What's the holdup, Kazuma? Get going. Sorry, Canny, we're ready for now. Canny? Booting mission disk. Initiating battle program. Ready to catapult. Get out there, Kazuma. Valhawk, Air Force mode, launching. Off we go, Himihiro. What's this thing? What kind of machine is this? Our data bank's got zilch on it. I bet you think you can get away with anything, eh? Well, that just ended. You guys are making True Blue trailers look bad. The heck this kid's on about? Screw it. No data means it's rare. We'll just hit the jackpot, boys. The junkmen will pay through their nose for this scrap. Talk's cheap, scumbag. You're all gonna get what you deserve. I swear it on the trailer's good name. Linkage and balancers are green. Weapon safeties disengaged. Shift to QCQ mode confirmed. I'm coming for your freak. Close combat mode, go. The mech transformed. Captain Bless is that, yup, is our secret weapon, the Valhawk. We better move in too, Dad. Don't let Kazuma handle all this on his lonesome. Right you are, Valstork. Full speed ahead. Cover the Valhawk. Aye, here we go. Kazuma, all systems are green across the board. Oh yeah, time to give those crooks an eyeful of the real trailer soul. Okay, finally into the game. I don't know if you want spoiling when what Radam is. I assume you want to just learn organically. Yeah, I do want to just learn that one organically. Carrot is what the community called him, so safe call. Okay, great, cool. Okay, let's familiarize ourselves with what this looks like. I've not used the DS game before, so this map's all different. I really value, or the screen's all different. I really love that I can just see the terrain immediately on one screen without getting in the way of the screen. But we also just have unique terrains. That's nice. Okay, Les is also peak male role model dad, which is a kind of rarity for Mecha. Yeah, no, he A, seems good, and B, around, which is not normal. We open with a support attack, which is not unsurprising for a battleship. We're also getting double large. Curious what this yellow symbol is. We'll figure that out. I'm assuming it's probably affinity types. It looks like an affinity type from Fire Emblem. Low mobility, high armor to be expected, but 6 movement is a blessing after so many battleships had such low movement recently. Grit and metal. I don't know what either of those two spirits are. I'm sure I probably will just translate it in a different way. Okay, this is definitely gonna take me some time to get used to how these are working. We do also have 4 pilots, which is nice. We've got potential. I wonder how that works in this game. Support attack 1 and leadership 1. You've got no spirits. You've got trust and mercy. Okay, I don't mind a battleship having mercy. That feels like that tracks. For gameplay reasons why. It's you're digging. Strike, I'm assuming, is bullseye, and then guts is the 30% healing. Excel, we can jump up to 9 movement at all times. That's pretty good. It depends on how much Excel costs. And then a scan. Okay. I don't know if we're at the point where we'll look at that in a second. Damage from next attack is reduced to 10. Okay, so grit is persist. Sure. For 1 turn, all attacks are critical hits. It does not stack with Valor or Assault. Okay, so this is Smash. Cool, okay. That's good, though. Oh, a bug you need to be aware of from the get-go. Size difference affects damage as intended, but are not figured into accuracy evasion calculations. The ignore size skill doesn't work at all. Good to know. that does feel like that feels like that could get us. Okay, thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. Yeah, like that kind of stuff, like that seems fine. I mean, I don't think there's ever been a time where control room guy you've like said something that has been like particularly invasive. So I think you have a really good sense of what it is that I like doing. So you're probably good to go. Weapons that have ignore size built in work properly. The ignore size effect from direct hit, the spirit, also works as it should. Okay, so it's the only time that ignore size doesn't work is A, with the skill. So we just, if we can buy skills or equip them, we just don't buy that or equip that. And we just should not assume that any size changes are going to improve or degrade our accuracy. But otherwise, it all still works normally. Okay. Trust and Mercy work the same way. Okay. Strike is, yeah, is Bullseye. Guts. Oh no. Oh, Guts is. I think I'm pulling Willpower. It's a full heal, not a 30% heal. Yo, Scan costs 5. Oh, hold on, but this is different. Reveals an enemy's stats and lowers its evasion rate for 1 turn. I've not seen this version of Scan before. So we both get their stats, but we also get a better chance to hit. We're not changing damage on them at all. That's interesting. Okay. Anything else? Features load. I'm guessing this is that we're allowed to like put units in the battleship. Old school scan, the better version, gives it an actual use. Yeah. I mean, it is to me the medium school scan. I'm used to like old school scan just giving you data on them and costing 1. But I don't mind this version of this. This seems fine. Yeah, I forgot. We never looked at our attacks. Oh boy. Okay. The fact that my information is divided between 2 screens is a little bit weird. Though I guess all of the information on my right screen is happening on my left too. Okay. It's a battleship, so no post movement. That's fine. Is anything happening weird here? No, all these seem pretty normal terrain-wise. The space torpedoes actually have... Oh, actually, all of these have really good range. So this is like this is a pretty decent battleship so far. I think I'm pro this. I don't know how much investment we give it, but it seems fine. You can read about anything in the search tab when you open the menu. Okay, let's see what that. What do you? Like in here. Parry nullifies. Yeah, there's load. Okay. Allows unit to load an allows unit to load an ally. Can use load allied units. Can also load allied units adjacent to the battleship. Okay, sick. Well, to find out if that takes a turn or not. Forgot they renamed it. Yeah, I meant to reference it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I figured it out. Shield reduces damage taken when defending. This is also a really nice feature. This is really nice. Like this will still probably, if I document this, there's still going to be some things to figure out, like being able to note that whether or not load is like consuming your turn or not. Reduces damage taken while defending and activates shield defense skill, or like how much damage does it reduce? Gun allows activation of shoot down skill, nullifies incoming ammo-based attacks. Okay. Nullifies is a word that to me says always stops, but it just that you never take damage if it activates. Sword equip nullifies incoming physical attacks. Okay, yeah, and can change forms. Order attack power. Sort all. Oh no, these are order. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Parry physical attacks, nullifying them. Activate rate relies. Yep. Shoot down. Yeah, so parry and shoot down are paired with sword equipped and gun. Oh yeah, and shield defense is paired with shield. Yeah. All the ways are normal for me. Hold on a second. Big sneezes. Okay, I'm back. Increases hit and evasion rate of nearby ally units. The effect increases per level and the closer units get. Okay, great. So all this work the way that I would expect. Oh, right, and our battleship was sent up here. There's just like a lot of information on the screen. Yeah, the Valhawk seems just like aggressively competent. It has all 3 of the defensive equipment. It has 1100 armor with 115 mobility is kind of surprising. Like, it is equally statted in both, and both of those are, like, not bad. Like, we're probably not going to be face tanking with it at all, but I do feel at least pretty comfortable that if we don't dodge a hit, we can survive a couple of attacks. It's going to make me want to, like, actually try to dodge some more, like, 20s or 30s. Parry, shoot down, defense. Okay. He doesn't need to learn to use any of the defensive equipments. I want to search again. I thought it said that it changes by skill level, but maybe it means like how much skill you have. Oh, good gracious. The jump between the laser Vulcan and the beam shot launcher is pretty dramatic. Okay. Ray Blade, Plasma Execution we don't have yet. And Jade Flosion. Based on our stats, or based on our weapons, I feel like we should be range statted. A little bit, okay. Yeah, that seems fine. And he's got Grit, which was the 100% heal. Oh, no, sorry, no. Grit was Persist. And we get and Focus is still the same. Meteoro has Cheer, which is cool, but good lord, Cheer costs 40 in this game. That's so expensive. Why? The OGs are really good in this game. Yeah, they seem like it. They seem like it. I'm also seeing that I can like multicast spirits, which I know I literally never used in Y. We'll see if I do that this game. Okay. I was kind of hoping we could see on the screen what the stats changed into. Okay, so we lost 100 armor and gained 5 mobility. We also have 8 movement now. And 2 movement, okay. What else do we have? And we are... Okay, the Laser Vulcan and the Beam Shot Launcher are the same, but I don't remember if Heat Edge Exploder was the... something Flosion was the last attack, so I don't think... Okay, yeah, so that melee attack is unique to it. It is 1 to 3 post movement. Okay, so it's just a weaker version of Jade Flosion. So we're using that if we like need if we need the movement. Okay, I see that all of these are marked with parts. Let's try some scans out, see what it looks like. This I will agree that this theme is also pretty good. That's not what I want to use, but it's fine. Hopefully we can do this in a couple of goes. Oh, I hate when they do that. Where I have to like go back to the battleship every time to recast scan. Can I like multi-target? Oh, I can scroll through here. At least if I can scroll through here, this is like this is a nice way to be able to see this. Okay. Cartridge. I'm assuming these are probably mostly just going to be, yeah, those parts. Okay. We didn't check the other one. Well, let's scan one of these Mobiuses. Yeah. And they have a repair. Okay, that's what I figured. These are small, medium. Medium, that's what I would expect. Okay, they are 2 to 7. So it seems like it seems like a lot of things just have higher range in them. this game. I need to like not get overexcited by things being higher than 5. Which is like a very big turn compared to why we're boasting some range of like 3. I think is the normal range there. All these are range based. I don't think it's gonna change anything then. Okay. So I think we can actually hold on. No, we should see if we kill anything. We're not gonna get to see that though. It won't tell us. It won't tell us whether we shoot down or not. Okay. This is post movement, so let's find out if there is kit decay. That's 46. That's 49. So what I'm thinking now is we can go here. Okay, hold on. This is 46. And this is still... Oh, no, that is 49. Okay, no. It's this one that became 46. Okay, yeah, so it is still 3... It's still 3 accuracy per tile you are close or far from. So we'll definitely focus this turn. But I was trying to figure out how close we wanted to get, whether we could, like, see zeros. But, like, this is still, quote, risky. We can drop this by another 5%. We can drop this to 11 if we switch to... Yeah, we switch here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. I think I also like attacking the Delphinium. It seems like it's more likely we could land this kill. We could calc it, but I'm not gonna bother. You got a lot of nerve using us trailers as a front for your crap. Buckle up. I'm here to give you a crash course on what the trailer soul's about. It's mobile, dodgy, and flies, yeah. Too used to modern quality of life telling us when we shoot down. Crazy to think it took until V for the feature to be added. It's pretty wild, especially considering how much calc we have to, like, how much calc you'd have to do. Like, in a game like Fire Emblem, for instance, it's way easier because all the numbers are just, like, really straightforward and you're not getting a lot of, like, percentile increases. Oh, boy. Okay. We have potential, though, right? It's probably not kicked in yet. Levels, yeah, we only have level 2 potential. That's not kicked in yet. Oh, right, yeah, because we can't actually, like, we don't have both movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll go here. Right, and they're out of range now, so this is a dodge. Okay, great. The bottom screen feels a little unutilized here. Maybe more stuff will show up there later. Yeah, this is what we wanted. There goes. Okay. I figured you couldn't cast spirits during enemy phase, but it's worth seeing, Joe. Okay, just the normal, like, one line because we should have in this map. Dialogue. Oh, okay. We still took a considerable amount of damage. I guess Bless doesn't have that much defense. Like, it's not killing us. It's just, you know. We probably won't have the ability to invest into it very much. We probably have a lot of things we want to invest into. Also, you're already, again, halfway to 50 subs. Super Wars, I'm surprised, glad the traction you're getting. Me too. I mean, like, you kind of manifested it. I forgot to say, I was gonna tease you. You said, here's to the next 50. Did you think when you said that you were going to immediately summon it into existence? Because I sure didn't. Yeah, no, people are really here for it, and I am glad people are showing up. I guess, yeah, I should also say and welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm glad we keep getting more and more people on the team. I mean, they gave less grit. That should have been our indicator for how tanky the Valstork is. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, not every spirit is like appropriately matched to like fully what the design of it's going to be. Also, I did not expect us to kill all of these. I think we want to start defending just so we can get like Kazuma some kills. Is that what his name was? I'll remember it at some point. Yeah. We'll see what upgrades improve by. Right, and of course that one's going to attack when we can actually attack back. Yeah, Kazuma's name. Okay, good. Like fish in a barrel. Also, the sentence, I mean they gave Bless grit, is like such a brain buster because Bless is a spirit. Good, golly. We can focus again. Then we will give we'll use Mihiro's cheer. And I don't know how much the damage fall off is, so I don't really want to risk the laser Vulcans. We're probably fine. I think they want us to use the Valstork like a Jagan in FE, where in all else fails we can fall back on him, which is a unique approach than we're used to. Yeah, that does feel really unique for a battleship. I do think that's true, given the fact that we also have Mercy on them. Like that tracks with that. Because the Valhawk just transformed. The fact that this thing pulled out its little thingies for an attack, I feel like we're going to get to the point where we're allowed to transform the Valstork. It has very Macross battleship energy to me. I feel it in my bones. Okay, so we could try here. Did we get an accuracy buff on them? I don't remember. One turn, all attacks are critical. Trust, Mercy. We do. We could try and... Here, we'll do that. Why not? And then the last one can go to Kazuma between this turn and next. What are we going to do, Dad? We fight... What are we going to do? We see the enemy right in front of us. Especially because Kazuma can't down them without gaining morale getting out. Yeah, and definitely use your Jagans early on. I'm never gonna tell you not to. Like, that's a bad plan. But if you rely on them to be the only thing that clears, you're gonna have a rough time later on. But he's also still gaining levels. Well, I guess the rest of the sub-pilots did, but yeah, this is fine. This did 30-80 before, so I think we might have this kill. This one's gonna be a bullseye. Also, these are like really good animations for the DS. These are like really good animations. Both the like sprite work and the like non-sprited character design. Very good animations. Yeah, same. Yeah, so probably what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to move down one more step the first turn to give those two to Kazuma because the battleship would have been out of range of it. Yeah. Not bad. Don't shoot. I mean, I hate your guts, but if I shot you, I'd just be as bad. Except for the other 4 people we just killed. Remember this pirate. We trailers value human life. That's very funny after we murdered 4 people. No one survives the void alone. We gotta be a community. I mean, it's a good, like I'm teasing them. It's a good moral to have, right? Like, we do need to exist as a community. Bless your heart, kid. I'll never forget this kindness. I swear. Back up, dude. I'm not killing you, but you and your buddies are still gonna get your due over at bed. You better start saying your prayers, because trailers don't cut criminals any slack. I guess Super Robot Wars also does like doing that, where like the cutscene has the unit blowing up, and then it's like, but actually they ejected their escape pod. How about it, Dad? Feel like maybe it's time to start giving me some credit? Kazuma, watch out! Several unknowns just entered the attack range. They're so small and fast, we didn't pick them up. Unknowns. Oh, come on. You telling me that I went that whole honor roll bit for nothing? Unknowns incoming. What are those? I've never seen anything like them. Akane, if we'd seen them before, they wouldn't be unknowns. It's a good point. Well, gee, you think, stupid Horus? They're about the size of a tall human, and they look like... Are those Tekkamen? Oh, sick. We get them immediately? Or close to immediately. They do kind of resemble the Radam's commanders, but... It kind of looks like the battleship is the one shooting the Valstar. Looking for a fight, so we gotta give them one. I suppose, and we don't know what they're packing, so hold nothing back. Attack. Getting a bead on these things is like trying to blast a fly with a bazooka. You're gonna be okay, Kazuma? Here's some advice, me hero. The worse things look, the more they gotta keep on pushing. Give those guys an opening and they'll swarm you. Okay. Come on, you shrooms. You don't get to shoot us in the back and ask for mercy. Cool. The AIDS. Ides. Quit zipping around. Sheesh, I hate those things already. Don't let their speed trip you up, Kazuma. I mean, we're getting 100% hit, so this is fine. We don't one-shot them, though. Well. Sadly, no Macross in this game. Yeah, I did look at the series list so I could put it on the like tags for YouTube, but I did not see Macross on there. But it looks, I think it's visually designed to have that style to it, which is also probably why they didn't want to have Macross in it. Also, dynamic kill, same animation team as J, and it shows. J and W are standard bearers until we get up to UX. Okay. So I guess I won't get too excited because that means we are like, if we're playing the best of the best, then I shouldn't just like expect this level of quality from like the handheld onward. But this is what this was like almost lethal, and we could switch into something that has 300 more power. So actually, this will be lethal on all of these if we need to. Yo, I am so glad we did not give the little sister giant bazookas. Good restraint team. Oh, we must have crit the first time. I would have just didn't remember that. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we'll stall. Yeah. This takes. Where is the energy cost? This takes 30 energy. This is actually pretty expensive. Okay. Hold on. We're switching back to the beam shot. If this isn't lethal in one hit. This isn't a one-shot anyway. We may as well drop them in half with something that doesn't cost us energy. We get to fight pirates and aliens on the first map. It's like getting to fight brigands and soldiers on the first map of the pirate. Yeah. Yeah, our range is like clearly better. Well, one now. Cargo hatch has opened. What? But the client's cargo is in there. Okay. I figured we weren't going to let us like sit in the base for too long without getting to use the Gundams. Maybe they're looking to slip away while we keep the enemy busy. No, I don't think that's the case. Do you copy, Kazuma, the hero? That voice, Katra? You guys are pilots? Yep, we are. Didn't seem right to keep you boys tucked away. Keep the boys tucked away while this is going down. So that makes you. I owe you an apology, Kazuma. I had you guys all wrong. Thanks for showing me what a proper trailer looks like. Hero. Oh, whoops, forgot. I was incognito. Oop, whoops, forgot I was incognito. Let's try that again. I'm Duo Maxwell, aka the Reaper. We'll watch your back, Kazuma. Neither of us want to see someone like you get killed. You guys! Kazuma. Hey, now, we're still not mad. You're still not mad at us, right? Just said exactly what I needed to hear. Kazuma. You know what? I think we can be pals after all. We're very grateful for you and your assistance, Mr. Duo, Mr. Katra. Don't mention him. We can appreciate the value of a human life as much as the next guy. Let's get to it, Duo. We may be looking at humanity's newest nightmare. I love when they give the Sandrock the cape, but the way it's like blowing in the wind, it's a little much. Next gen jiggle physics. Okay, what do we got? He's got to focus. We also got to remember that scan is. I got to remember to like use. We'll probably scan all of these to like give us a little bit of core dodge shooting. Vulcans. These Vulcans are pretty useful. We don't have like ways to like downstat things either. Cross Crusher. Oh, I'm glad we just have attacks that don't have cost at some point. That's good. And the Heat Shotel cost 10. Yeah, this seems pretty standard for him. He seems like he's going to be pretty good early on. If I remember correctly from these games, combo means that if you attack something and there's something that's orthogonally adjacent to it, you can also attack them if you use a combo. Meteor's like 10, I don't know. Any anime that unhinged? You'd be surprised! Last impressions. I should be sick of this theme, but I love this rendition. Yeah, no, all this music has been pretty, this music has all been pretty good so far. Those crit modifiers, though. I was looking at the Vulcan, I was like, yeah, I mean, those crit modifiers are pretty bad. The minus 20% is awful. But yeah, no, plus 20, plus 30 crit are like really good to start. We've got nothing on this, that's good. Yeah, this might like actually might be worth considering. Putting a crit worth on it. I also noticed it had a refill. Sword equipment, gun, shield, and does have a refill module. That feels like that's becoming standard for the Sandrock I'm learning. I don't hate that. That does, but like in a way where that feels more like auxiliary than actual. Oh, actually, I'm seeing the icons up here. Where like this is like typically the Death Scythe has both the like some sort of beam field and then also a point flip dodge jam. So presumably that's what it says. Catcher is more support defense focused this game, especially with his later spirit list. I mean, I don't know. He does have 153 close port like CQB, and he has a 3,500 power attack that he does not need morale to use. Tell me I'm not supposed to kill something with that. Oh, that's interesting. The Death Scythe is also water. It makes sense that it would be. Like, he does come out of the water a lot. I just feel like sometimes the games don't actually give the Death Scythe the luxury of being a water type. This is something that R did a couple of times, where a unit would have A in the water, but not make it actually water type, so it still had all the terrain penalties from it, which was like awful. Grit, focus, and excel. Nice. Oh, we got a map attack for beam scissors. Interesting. I'm also curious to see what that range is. I mean, like, yeah, like the beam scissors are also good, and like I assumed that Duo was going to get like a good attack, like a good melee attack. That'd be weird if he didn't buy it. Yeah. Okay. Let's scan all of. Oh, yes, actually, sorry, no, we don't need to scan all of them. We need to scan the 3 that are staying, that are probably going to stay alive. Because it does increase our evasion, right? It's evasion and lowers. Oh no, it lowers its evasion rate by 10%. Well, we've already committed. Okay, I in my head had that the wrong direction, so that's fine. Also, unfortunate that we don't have anything adjacent to actually get to use combo this turn. But that's fine. Okay. You know what? We might be able to, because these all have support attacks too. Okay, so battleship attacks here. One of pilots kills this Ide, and then the other pilot can stand to the left of Kazuma, and we can go 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, you still can't attack this Ide. Hold on. Do you have a 4? What's your beam scissors? No, it is 3 range post movement. Okay. That feels also pretty standard for Duo, that he has, like, closer range. Oh, no, okay, no. We can cross pressure. We don't have to use the beam shotel. So we could go here with Katra, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross pressure this, I'd get the support attack off of Kazuma. Yeah, that seems fine. I think we may as well focus. We don't need the Excel. I can't imagine for the first map they're going to give us much more than this. Like, maybe we'll see a boss fight, but I feel like we're probably not going to get like a third. Like, we're probably not going to get a third flag. I respect the value of life. Watch as I make one wound two. Also, this animation is sick. Yeah, no, this is really excellent. Okay, that was a little goofed up, but it was still good DS animation. Where this is just like good animation. That's like as good as he usually is. Sadly, though, that means he usually is outclassed post mid game. Yeah, that's probably fair. But like, I mean, having a unit that you could like just use. I believe I called them one-offs in my tier list. But like that seems fine to me. A unit that is just good for the majority of the game, and then eventually you need to pass that, like switch out, like it still gets work done. Especially because with it being endless vaults, they usually don't get new moves or super power-ups. Yeah, that is true. I feel like at least in Y, they like still gave them snap points at some point. But yeah, if they don't do that, then like they'll be a little more. But not that also has to be like, not that's the only qualifier, because I feel like a lot of units, specifically in reference to getting new moves, I feel like a lot of units that get new moves, those tend to be really high up. Whoa, that's really well. I did not see that. I was going to get right, because this is a new attack for us. But yeah, that's really well animated. That a lot of the new moves they get tend to have really steep morale costs. So like, I also still don't mind that we have a couple of units that are good at like opening things. Yeah, we'll see. This is the best the Death Scythe animations will ever look at. The community will still stay mad over it forever. I mean, I can imagine these are very good. These are very good. So like, I'm glad we do have them, but it is unfortunate that we never, like, when did this game come out? 2007, I think is what it said. Hold on. I can check really quick. 2007. It's been almost 20 years and we've not gotten a better animation since then. That's so lame. The ones from Y were not bad. Yeah, no, these dynamic kills are really sick. Like, my one gripe is that I don't know what the normal attack looks like first, because we're just slaughtering everything. So like, I can't, like, we'll have to compare them reverse anyway. But yeah, so far these look sick. I gotta say so far, Control Room Guy, this was a absolute banger of a suggestion. Bless, I agree. I was just saying that. I'm also equally as very excited. Good lord, he really is a Jagan. This is a really good battleship. Yeah, no, this is really okay. You're gonna focus again. We don't have Mihiro on. We don't have like SP regen right now. Okay. Yeah, she still has nothing on cheer. If we can help it, I would like Kazuma to have most of these. So we're gonna Jade Flosion here, and then all of these are lethal whenever we want them to be. I'm glad, especially because most people love this game for the mid-game game. Yeah, so so what you're telling me is it's only gonna get better. But I'm also a weirdo where I really enjoy the early games of the early parts of a lot of games. If they're like really smartly made, you know, just because you don't have a lot of decisions doesn't mean that it's not like really impactful what the decisions are. I mean, I also like this for what it is, right? If the game stays exactly like this, I'm gonna be disappointed. But like, I'm sure it's going to like give us more than tutorial stage, right? But like, this has so far been really competent for a tutorial stage. It also just helps that like everything is just like so like incredibly charming. Because, like, even if we get all 4 of these kills, we don't even need to use the Vulcans. Yeah, we'll see if the Vulcans actually come up. Especially seeing as they have such low crit, like, even if we eventually, like, pump our damage up, I could see a world where we end up using these, like, lower damage attacks but have really high ammo to finish off, like, the most generics of generic. But they would need a lot of crit to, like, make that happen. Actually, like, I guess I say that. I'm thinking of still Cactus Vulcan. Maybe his are better. In the hopes of maybe getting 2 more scenarios in, I will turn animations off after this. Like, they are good, and, like, I will, more so than usual, want to make sure that we get all the animations in. But, like, here it still works fine. W is definitely a subscriber of using stages as less full-blown stages and ways to tell stories and introduce characters. It's like how Alpha starts slow and some stages are very straightforward. Yeah, okay. I mean, and, like, I'm fine with that, especially going into it, knowing that. And we can, on stream, that also feels a little bit, like, less, I don't want to say bad as if it's a bad thing. But, like, it's, on stream, it'll be improved that I'll be playing those on stream, because I can, like, talk to you all when we're getting through, like, very, like, straightforward parts. Get back here, you jerk. Whoa, was that Tekkaman Blade? No, I don't think so. Maybe it's one of their buddies. Hold on, something's off there. I'm so glad that I said he looked like Tekkaman. That's so funny that the game immediately did that. It's more forgivable when the game also has, like, 450 stages. Yeah, and, like, exactly that, because it's not bloated like Y, where 40 and 50 is still, like, a healthy amount of stages. But a couple of them, you know, we can throw in a couple of them. That's fine. Speaking of introducing characters, yeah. What was that thing? Are you all right, Kazuma? It's so funny that I said that at the beginning. No, I did not set that up at all. I think so. I guess that guy didn't want to be in trouble with us. Father, we're not reading any other unknowns for our scanners. Look what the storm has passed them. Everyone back to the ships and bring me a status report. Copy that, Dad. Can you believe we've only been on this job a few hours? At least I'm gonna have plenty of material to fill up the ship's log. Kazuma, your job is not to fill it up. It was our responsibility to escort you safely and quietly to Earth, and we failed. Please accept my deepest apologies. Dad, do you remember that they're the ones who decided to jump into the fray? Yeah? Pipe down, Kazuma. This is egg on the collective Valstork family face. And I'm the head of our family, not you. Fine. Captain Bless. Kazuma does have a point. We joined the battle of our own volition. If you ask me, just meeting Hawkeye, the legendary trailer, already made this a good deal. It seems the tales of our boss's bygone youth are pretty well known. My youth is nowhere close to being bygone, Horace. Thank you very much. Sorry, boss. Just flip of the tongue there. Either way, don't beat yourselves up over what happened, Captain. Please, I insist. And consider an apology to Kazuma for our rude behavior. Yeah, that was my bad, Kazuma. I shouldn't have tarred you guys with the same brush as those pirates back there. So long as we're clear on that, we're cool. There are a lot of pirates out there calling themselves trailers, so it's an easy mistake to make. Especially since there aren't a lot of real trailers left either. Just don't forget that those guys are proper trailers. Those guys and proper trailers are as different as night and day. If anything could convince me of that, it's your pride. Pride seems a little heavy, to be honest. Okay, I understand where you two are coming from. How about this then? The contract is void. We'll get you two to Earth and as a personal favor. But boss, just wait a moment. Are you serious, Dad? We're in no position to work for free right now. Oh, what happened to all that talk about trailer pride, Kazuma? If word got out that the Valstork family had to be bailed out by its escortees, you could kiss our hard-won reputation goodbye. I see. As they say, fame is better than profit. Either way is fine with me. Not like you're the ones paying for it. Not like we're the ones paying for this. If this is how you want to do it, we sure ain't complaining. Father, are you certain? Yeah, it's fine. Just look at it like one big company vacation. Besides, I've always wanted to show Earth to me, you know? Thanks, Dad. That said, you aren't exactly rolling in it, so you folks need to pay for your own food and such. That'll be no problem. We look forward to making this voyage with your family, Captain Bless. Guess this means we won't be employer and employee for the rest of this trip, huh? Yeah, pretty much. Here's to the road ahead, Kazuma. Here. And Duo, you're pretty familiar with my dad, right? Yeah, word about Hawkeye the Great Word about Hawkeye, the greatest trailer ever, made rounds even back in my colony. I sure didn't expect him to know about me, though. Should have known better. My dad and Gurrit never really talked much about the old days. Since you'll all be around, mind hitting me with some of those stories you're hearing? Oh man, I got one you have to hear. So there was, okay, that's enough idle chit chat, you two. Not only are we behind schedule, we have to shave our lost income out of your expenses. Let's tighten your belts. As the trailer tenant goes, time is money and money is time. Aye, boss. That attitude's why I knew you were the greatest. Why you were the greatest trailer around. I'm sorry I'm reading this so stiltedly. These lines in the background, for whatever reason, are making it so hard for me to read this. It's like not the game's fault. I'll get used to the background for it a little bit, but like there's a couple of times where I'm like adding extra commas in that aren't there because I'm just seeing things. I hope my eyes are okay. Dear stations, everyone. Duo, Quattro, you're in charge of running ship-wide checks and backing up Shihomi as navigator. Sorry, we have to work? Didn't you hear what Kazuma said? Our relationship's not trailer and client anymore. Sorry, but our ship can't afford to have freeloaders on board. Nice one, Dad. Here's the cheapest trailer in the universe. That's got a nice ring to it. I guess the Reaper reaps what he sows. Don't complain, Duo. You might just make for a good trailer someday, you know. Hey, I didn't ask for a limo, but excuse me for not wanting to work my way to Earth. All right, crew, give me a check on all systems. Initiating total check. SBLS, CCM, RPM are green. No issues with the built-in test. Lift deck is online. Common radar systems are standing by. Valhawk, online system check. All clear on our end. Units idling and standing by. Life support system has cleared its online checks. No abnormalities across the ship. Thrust is holding at 80%. All checks are confirmed A-OK. Set a course for Earth then. Full speed ahead, Valstork. Earth. I'm finally about to see with my own 2 eyes. Just somewhere in the Milky Way. We'll be reaching the solar system soon. Won't we, applicant? Yes, the navigation program has already completed 99.962% of its routine. I confess, I did not expect us to travel to this remote part of the galaxy again. This star system is presently home to an unusually high number of commingling forces. Radom, machine life forms, even the evoluted. How lucky for us, and if what applicants after is also here, then this voyage is looking to be very worth our time. Are we to begin operations soon, then? No, our schedule is clear. We need to wait 8 Earth months before taking our move. But there are a lot of unknown variables around applicant. Oh, sorry, no. But there are a lot of unknown variables around. Applicant, have your doll cut them down to size. Acknowledged. Hopefully this voyage will turn out fruitful. The survival of all knowledge depends on it. Curious. I don't recognize those faces. I think this game shades them enough that if you don't know who they are, it's really hard to tell, but like maybe some of those are recognizable. I have a sneaking suspicion that Applicant might be like original character. Let me save before I forget. This opening feels very similar to Skies of Arcadia, where they like have to like make a really clear difference between like good or bad pirates. It's very funny. Okay, why are y'all in red? And why are you guys in white? It's interesting. Pilot training. Oh boy, okay. We'll look at that in a second. Money troubles. Any game that includes is a certified banger. It's a prominent feature in Z2 also. It feels like an easy way to like. It feels like an easy way to put conflict in the middle of the plot that feels like we don't make the like characters necessarily hate each other too. Okay, that's just stats. Oh right, yeah. That's not how I expected this to work. So, this is like how I think so far I've only seen GC do this, where not all upgrade lines have the same amount of stats, but it's not that it increases each of them by 5. It just sets all of them to 15. That's cool. Also, swap? What does that mean? Pilot customization. Anytime one of your guys downs an enemy, they get battle points. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Also, before you upgrade anything, the OGs share upgrades, so bear that in mind. Wait, really? If I upgrade the Val Stork, the Val Hawk also gets points? That seems so good. Do they combine later? Okay, those are the standard ways. Unit increases. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot I never checked on this. Activate rate based on the difference between pilot and enemy skill. Okay, okay. So parry, shoot down, and shield defense don't level up. Sometimes these kind of skills do level up, and those improve the ability to activate them. But no, you just need to have them, and then it's just a difference in skill to make them happen. Okay. Oh, right, I never looked at these, because these are like in weird spots. Okay, Hyperjammer is 130. Activation rate is based on the difference between pilot and enemy skill. Okay, cool. So it's not just like a 25% point toss. And reduces beam damage by 30%. Okay. Swap allows you to, well, swap one unit with a non-deployed one. The maximum number of swaps per upgrade is 3. Oh, okay. So it's like how Neo, I guess you haven't played Neo, but Neo does something similar to that. Where once you put a deployed unit back in your battleship, you are allowed to then deploy someone you did not send out at the beginning of the map. That's a really interesting system. I really like it. It's way too good in Neo. So having it be here as just like, you can get a little bit of it, but you have to pick and choose is, I think that's really smart. This game is doing a lot of really smart things. Okay, so I did not catch this, though I guess we can look. I'm pretty sure we were at 150 and 155 before, like 151 and 156. But what I was going to ask, do pilots naturally gain stats into like stat points, or is the only way they're going to gain stats through beeping? Do they natively gain it through levels? We're also at the point where all of these are still just costing 1. I don't know if they're ever going to scale up, but they might scale up. Also, we'll rip off this Band-Aid. You get abilities from specific parts called skill parts, and they permanently give or level up certain skills. Okay, but there's not like... Yeah, oh yeah, you know, but this is... GC does this also, where you can equip stuff like this. Yeah, you get abilities from... But you say permanently, though. Is it that as long as they're equipped, they're permanent? Or, like, once I give them a skill part, is it like how, like, boots or, like, skill books are in Fire Emblem, where, like, you consume them and they're gone? Which I guess would also just be the same way that skills work in the shop now, so it probably isn't that way. Also, your top ace, top 3 units start with +5 morale. Oh, cool. That's good to know. That's useful. Okay. So I think we're just going to upgrade the main pilot, though I'm kind of tempted to save it, maybe upgrade some Tech Command stuff if we get them soon. We'll upgrade the main pilot for now. We were really close to kills on weaponry, so we might go like here and then pump mobility. Okay, so we were off by like 15% last stage, so this is a jump of 10. Oh, as 11. Oh, we can't even go up all the way. I'm never one to upgrade weaponry first. Let's do it. And then we'll pump some, we can pump 2 into energy, maybe? That seems fine. Permanently gain them. Okay. Then 50 plus kills is your ace rank and gives you 5 more morale. Okay. Yeah, so how R does morale then? Do we have ace bonuses? Prompting question word, I'm not just speculating. Do we have ace bonuses? Unprompt question words, not just speculating. I think this seems fine. Let's do this. That's so wild. You could also sell your parts. They are consumable in this game. I mean, yeah, it's probably... Oh, but they sell for so little. Oh, no, they don't. I have 50 left. Never mind. They sell for a ton. Why do these sell for so much? Hold on. Why do these sell for so much? Never mind. Yeah, we're absolutely just throwing those. We're actually just throwing those in here. That's bonkers. Okay. Let's... Yeah, let's grab some more energy, because we are, like, really energy hungry. That seems fine. And it just feels the best to put these in, like, the main units, because it's, like, you get twice as many points for them. Oh boy, we're selling all of those. Oh wait, hold on, we messed up. Hold on. Can we? I'm gonna reload that. I never spent any of their stat points. Their BP. I forgot. That's the thing I need to spend. We need to. I guess I can just do this, and this will manually reload it. Yeah. Okay. I forgore. I'm probably gonna do that a couple of times because I'm not used to BP. Okay. They're still the ones that are in red. Is that just saying that they're not going to be deployed next map? That would be a really nice. That'd be a really nice like quality of life. Okay. I can't check there. So the Valhawk is primarily ranged. So I think we're just gonna toss most of our parts into range. Although actually, hold on, we got 131 evasion. I should have done this better. So we were at 115. We're at 132 right now. So we've gone up 15, 16, 17. We needed 14 to dodge the like generics. I'm assuming we're going to still use this the same way, where 1 point of mobility and 1 point of evasion is 1 point towards dodge. So we are now enough that we were dodging the generics last time. I'm thinking we maybe put a point or two. Like, we could put a point into evade. Let's put 2 points into evade. And then everything else under range. Older game had no character-specific ace bonuses. Yeah. I feel like there's a game that's between... Hold on, when did GC come out? Because I feel like there's a game that's between this that had unique ace bonuses. I don't mind that the morale is the bonus. Like, that's fine. I know. So W comes out. Not W. Good gracious, we're playing W. Neo comes out in 2009, and by then there are definitely ace bonuses, which is not that far after this fight. I don't see there's any reason not to spend all of these. We're just gonna give all the stat damage to. We're gonna give Duo all damage because he has 2 different ways to like save us. Actually, as I say that, we maybe should increase his skill because more skill does increase your chance of activating Hyper Jammer. So that's fine. I guess we could increase Katra's defense if he's supposed to be more of a support. Yeah, that seems fine. I do think of it as like a kind of tanky unit anyway. And yeah, your defense. Actually, we're just gonna give you all defense because you also don't need more damage. You're like already doing plenty enough damage. Okay. Now we're set up. Jay was before this and after GC. Yeah, and does Jay have ace bonuses? Like specific ace bonuses? I don't remember. June 19th, 99, ASC. Ship's log. It's been several days since we left BIT, and things have been mostly okay. That is, if you don't count a couple of pirate attacks. But Duo and Katra, meanwhile, have really settled in with their group. Oh yeah, I was going to say this before. I complained about this with Alpha, but I just want to like draw the difference between what's happening here and there. I have like grumbled in alpha where we introduce a like potential bit of misinformation in the like opening part of a chapter and then immediately resolve it in the end part of a chapter. I don't think that's always a bad plot point, but if we have no long-term questions we need to ask, that does not make a compelling story. They did that in this, but A, because it's the first map, I don't mind, and B, because it seems like the Wing Boys plus the Valstork family seem like they're kind of the main squad. I don't mind us already trying to like depressurize tension, because it's like really hard to stay invested into a large scale plot where a lot of robot shows want you to do that when you are so concerned with like the immediate tension happening with the group. So I think this case is an example, or is an exception for that specific reason, that we like need to establish a core first, and then we can start applying these small moments of tension with other character interaction. Neo really was the first one, pretty crazy. That is wild. It's like, if you were to ask me, that would not be my first pick for which one did that. Okay, cool. Duo and Ketra, I mean, okay. Overall, it's been pretty quiet, and today should be no different. If I had to complain about anything, it'd be this company vacation deal. The threat of that 36 bankruptcy is still hanging over our heads. I also did not clock before 36 bankruptcies is a ludicrous amount of bankruptcies. What are you up to, Kazuma? Ah, Duo, don't sneak up on me like that, man. What you write? A private journal? Ooh, poetry? You could kind of call it a journal. It's the Valstork's log. That put me in charge of keeping the things up to date. Ship's log, huh? Not exactly the first thing that comes to mind when you say trailer. Dad's really into keeping journals. He's always good on about how important. He's going on about how important memories are. Also, sorry, sneezes again. Hold on. Ship log, another great way to exposition show how long time has passed. Yeah, or at the very least, it feels like we've used it enough times this way that it feels very naturalistic. I've not heard or listened to like real ship's logs. I wonder how much they actually sound like this. I would assume that these seem more conversational than a real ship log would be. It's probably more like bullet point data driven to like be efficient. But yeah, I don't mind it. It does feel like it's, yeah, like I said, naturalistic. I believe that this character would say these things while talking to themselves, given what we've established through convention. So it's a good way to like, yeah, it's a good way to pass time without just going like SpongeBob text prompt up a few days later. You can say that again. He let us know the subject was off limits with zero ambiguity. Still, isn't it usually the captain's job to do the ship's log? He's just being lazy. Like, I don't have my own stuff to do around here. Speaking of, shouldn't you be cleaning the ship? Or is this your excuse? You're one to talk. You ought to be doing the laundry right now. No? I'd say this calls for a deal. What do you say? Sure thing. I ain't telling them if you're not. Oh dear, what are we ever doing with you two? What are we ever going to do with you two? She, homie, where'd you come from? Duo, for crying out loud, I can't believe you left your post. Crap, and she got Casper with her too. Duo, slacking off is a big no-no, and that goes double for laundry duty. With so many ladies on board the ship, you can imagine how many clothes there are to wash. Ugh, gender normativity. The girls have lots of clothing. Duo and Capture are so fashionable, they probably have a large wardrobe. Howdy, Tricky, good to see you. Which 3 series did you favorite for this run? I picked Original, Go Lion, because it never shows up, like it hardly shows up any other time, so like when else are we gonna get to favorite it? And Tekkaman, because I was sold on this game being a good instance of real robots, and I've never used Tekkaman before. I love Duo and Kazuma's relationship, especially the fact that it started with Tsundere Kazuma. Yeah, I guess he was kind of Tsundere about it, it's true. That's the thing, Shihoe. Most of the clothes are girly things, if you catch my drift. Oh, right. Our only boy on board is Kazuma, so that didn't even occur to me. We'll ask Carrot to handle the laundry. I'll let that know. Does that mean I get some time off? Not quite, mister. You can help Cosmo with his cleaning duties. Ugh, seriously? There's a trailer tenant for this, you know. Those who don't work don't eat. We're having cabbage rolls and onion soup au gratin today. You don't want to miss out, yeah? Do keep an eye on them, Katra. Man, I'd be all over that menu if it wasn't candy cooking. 10G says every dish will be loaded with mayonnaise. Very Japanese. Tega Man gets better in part 2. Part 1 like only Blade. Part 2 gives you some more. Is part 2 like the series, or is this game divided into 2 parts? Also, Tega Man is known for this game, NJ, fixing its plot by a lot of fans. Anyway, always nice when Super Wars does that. Yeah, no, that is really nice that they're given the ability to do so. Complaining won't clean things up any faster. Chop chop, you two. Back to work. Sai, Shihomi, Kenny, Mihiro. Everyone loves you, Katra. No wonder you got it so easy. That's not why. I just finished all my chores already. Yeah, I mean, he's responsible. Talking up to having so many big sisters. He always gets along really nice with the older girls. Duo. You're working, we're working. And since we're here, mind telling me about yourselves? Us? Yeah, your Gundams were major players during the Revolutionary War a year ago, right? I've heard plenty of talk about Gundams before, but this is my first time seeing one. Plus, I know pretty much zilch about the pilots. You guys must have had one heck of a ride together, huh? The story's just about as fun to hear as it is to tell, really. War's always like that. All we did was fight to free the colonies from Earth's iron grip. That's it. And Tres Kushinada's work during that time got us the new UN government we have now. Not just his, the peace and unity humanity found was born of blood and sweat of many others. Not that anyone figured the Radam would turn around and start shooting right after all that. And we sure as heck didn't think humanity would go looking to kick off another war with itself. Alright, from what we heard, there's a ton of tension between Earth and the colonies again. Pretty much, yeah. As it turns out, total pacifism is one of those easy to understand, hard to pull off deals you don't say. We saw a lot of the ugliest inside people back then, too. I reckon most space pirates would still be on the straight and narrow if war hadn't broken out. Still, Cosmo, we did gain something from that battle. It didn't last long, but humanity had a taste of true peace, and personally speaking, I made wonderful friends along the way, including Duo here. Only you can say stuff like that with a straight face, Katra. Speaking of, there are 5 Gundam pilots, right? What happened to the other 3? Who knows? Some are in the same business as us. Others have gone AWOL. Was that alias you used before Hiro Yui from another pilot? Yeah, he's a real piece of work, that guy. I bet he'd get on your nerves if you met him. Move those hands, Duo. You're a sweeper, right? Get the sweeping, then. Ahaha, that's a very good joke. Tega Man Season 1, Season 2 are here. Okay, cool. Do you know the neat mechanic where you can swap deployed units for one in reserve? Yes, we were just talking about that. I was questioning what the swap upgrade was on the battleship. That's so sick. Neo lets you do that. It lets you do it as many times as you want. So I really like that they're, I think limit, especially in these kind of games, breeds creativity. So I think it's really interesting. I foresee us upgrading that once we have a large roster of characters. That's a crummy joke even by your standards. Yeah, I know, but it's cute. It's a good dad joke. And this trip of yours to Earth, is it part of another mission? Sorry, Cosmo, we're not at liberty to say. Yeah, that and our sponsor are as top secret as it gets. That's cool. You get plenty of clients with secrets in this line of work. Mind if I make a question of my own, then? How'd you guys come across the Valstork? As far as I can tell, this ain't any refurbished Alliance model. And it's got a ton of tech that I've never seen before, too. Come on, you can tell us. Is this a prototype Zaft ship or something? Okay, so we know that Zaft exists, and we know that Seed's here, and Kazuma said there were 5 Gundams, but he's friends with someone who has a Gundam. So I guess all of the Seed plot is taking place in this, maybe? W is definitely the most experimental Super Wars outside of GC and Neo. Oh, well, then I guess I'm glad to have this as part of the trifecta then, because that's exactly my jam. I tell you, no prob, but we don't actually know, honest. You don't? From what I've been told, the Valstork's been in service since my grandpa's time. It's been through some major repairs, but the baseline systems have all been the same since. Wait, back up there. Are you telling me the ship's been around for decades? Yeah, and Carrot's about just as old, too. That's unbelievable. The Valstork's far beyond anything the Alliance has. Told you, we don't have a clue what's up with it. Still, while we don't know where the tech comes from, we could tell enough to work with it. This also feels like, I hope we don't go for like the ancient technology line. That's usually pretty, I find that like usually pretty hackneyed. But this does feel like a really good way to justify why we can't turn it into a mech yet, and we will be able to later as they like learn more about it, is my supposition. So if anything, that means the ship has to be man-made, yeah? And as the trailer tenant goes, use anything useful, especially if it's valuable. Duo, yeah, sounds like black technology stuff. The folks at Mithril would love to hear this. Bottom line is, we know enough to put the ship to work and fix it up where we need to. That and my Valhawk's plans, we got from what we could access of Carrot's black box. Didn't you ever think of selling that technology to the Alliance? We Trailers have always worked as freelancers, buddying up with the powerful ain't what we do. What is ours, we use ourselves. That's what folks would tell you, at least. Real talk, the gist of it is that the Trailers, politicians, and army men never liked each other. Makes sense. The man wants traffic and trade under its thumb, and Trailers ain't helping. Yeah, which is why there are plenty of goons taking a stab at the Valstark. Rumor has it there's a pretty juicy reward for our capture. Geez, quite the ship Lady Une sent us to. Also, I feel like you'd know more about this, seeing as their whole thing is like, we get data, we always know where all the data is coming from. Relax, Duo. These pirates are all dumb goons. They'll try anything with us. They'll be crying uncle before they even know what hit them. But worst case scenario, all our ship's plans, plus a backup of our family's vital data, are set to be fired off in an escape pod. That said, we have something far worse than space pirates on the horizon. The Radam in the orbital ring, eh? They've held the upper orbital ring for 3 months now since their first attack, and they've been using it as a forward base for their invasion of Earth ever since. Which is why the Equator's always lousy with the things. It's a real pain down there. And you can't even talk to them because they're weird chittering bug monsters. You squish them or get squished, that's it. And they're crazy powerful, that's the most surprising part. Much as Earth pushed back, the Radam still took the ring without breaking a sweat. Even with those forces weakened after the Revolutionary War, that's still very worrisome. But word is that the Alliance is gearing up for a major counteroffensive. They better. Humans can't keep getting their butts kicked by a bunch of monsters. That's for later though, and getting to Earth right now is still our biggest problem. As soon as we get anywhere near the orbital ring, we have the buggers hot on our trail. Hey, you there, all done with cleaning, I hope? Crap. We got canning on our tails first. Get back to work and make it snappy, Kazuma Duo. I see some dust over there. And Katra, do you mind helping me with the tasting? Of course, Akane. Seriously? Did she not hear him talking too? Yeah, welcome to my world. This is how it's been for 16 years straight. My heart goes out to you, Kazuma. Well, who are the Radon again? Great question. I don't know either, so I'm just like waiting for I'm waiting for to find out as the plot tells me. What were you thinking there, jerk? Talk. We had Radam all around, and you, what, decided you needed a nap? Noel, stop. Why are you defending him, Aki? Our Blue Earth took a major beating because of this idiot. Heck, look at this injury you got over this crap. I feel like I'm gonna end up having to censor Noel a lot more on YouTube. Say something, you dangerous boy. Wait, is his name D-Boy for dangerous boy? That's very funny. I knew we couldn't trust you. I'm getting you kicked out of the Space Knights right after this. Noel, let me make something real clear, D-Boy. We only keep you around because you're a Tekka man. If you won't fight, then you're just a dead weight. That's enough, Noel. We should be grateful he's fighting the Radam, even with his amnesia. Okay, so presumably the Radam are the Tekka man villains. We all got problems and we're all fighting the bugs. The only thing he's got going for him that he can turn into one of the Radam's commanders. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I feel like a lot of super shows like doing that, where the like hero robot used to be the villain and they've like switched sides now. D-Boy. He sounds like an old school Yu-Gi-Oh card. Right? Isn't there D-Man? Dragon Man? If he couldn't do that, he'd just be a waste of oxygen. You're right, I live only to fight the Radam. If I'm not doing that, then there's no point in me being alive. Glad we're clear on that. Now our mission's still to check out the orbital rings block number 20. And thanks to you, that's only half done. So get out there and don't come back till it's over. Right. D-Boy. It's going to be hard to take D-Boy seriously. Battery Man. Yeah, that works too, yeah. Everyone loves a turncoat. Kaiba Man. You guys are thinking still too new school. I'm talking like Legend of Blue Eyes, Spell Ruler, Labyrinth of Nightmare. I'm talking like really old school. Yeah, literally Kaiba's Yu-Gi-Oh card. Yeah, no, Kaiba Man's very funny. There's a couple things like that. Doesn't Jack Atlas also get a card? Isn't he like Backpack Man Jack or something? Radar's picking up signals. It's the Radam. Drat, not again. We're engaging the Naki. Roger. Tech Setter. Tekaman. Blade. D-Boy is deployed. You better fight for real this time. 3. Okay. All enemies annihilated. Allied unit shut down. Sick. Let's take a look at Tekaman Blade. Slightly better mobility than the Valhawk. But super small though. Oh right. Wait, this is actually we just talked about this though. Thank you. Absolute king back, Jack. That's it. Just a Toku show. We love to see it. Yeah, no, it's very good. Right, and then you said that like us being. Oh wait, no. Us being super small does still work. It's that ignore size doesn't work, right? Do regular size calculations still work? So like, do we still get the extra blade repeat? We're also A in all terrains, which is good. We don't have a gun, which is not surprising to me. Oh, I bet now seeing this light is potential. Okay. We're more melee focused, unsurprising, and we're better melee focused than Duo is. We've got combos. I gotta see if we can actually get the combo to like set up correctly. Volteca, we can see what those map attacks look like later. Cool. Oh, yo, he's got both regens. That's real nice. Cool. I'm happy with this unit so far. It feels worth it. Oh yeah, hold on. We got check spirits. Focus and grit. Good. I heard evasion hit rate penalties don't exist with size in this game. Okay, hold on. Let's scroll back up. Control room guy was telling me about this earlier. That there's something goofed up with there's something goofed up with something here. Where was it? Okay. Size difference affects damage as intended, but oh right, yes, okay. So yes, the damage amount is adjusted, but the size difference does not factor into accuracy and evasion. And the skill itself, ignore size, does not work. If ignore size is in weapons, it does. Okay. Don't worry, Tekaman is plenty dodgy, as you'll see. Yeah, I figure. Yeah, our evasion's 133. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll look. Then we'll look at it. We won't confirm this yet. We'll look at Blue Earth then afterwards. Yeah, that's already 25, and then we can focus that down to 0. I guess I'm assuming the Blue Earth's gonna have scan. I figured both these two would be in it. Excel, alert, guts, and focus. Okay, cool. We have shoot down potential support attack 1, support defense 1. That's fine. They have just a laser cannon. This does not seem very good. Oh, okay, repair module and refill module. Okay, so it's a flying carrot. Never mind. This will be grand. Cool. I figured there had to be some redeeming quality to it. Guts, focus, excel, alert. Okay, alert is just flash. Great. Spirits and focus. We don't know how long their range is because I don't have a way to scan them, but we'll attack here. Seems fine. Let's check this out. Death won't have me until I've killed each and every one of you, Radam. Feel the bite of my anger and all my hatred. Take this, my love, my sorrow. I feel like he and Doan would get along. Oh, there's also, okay, there is no evasion decay. I was wondering about that before. He's just a guy. Yeah, it's true. He is just a man. Blue Earth sucks though, really? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. A unit that can fly that has both types of repair, I maintain those are very good. We'll see if that actually ends up mattering here. If like our units can just like outperform without needing supports. Like I'm not expecting it to go to combat, but like everything doesn't have to go to combat to be good. Okay, please don't actually give turret tiles. And we won't use the Blue Earth at all. That's fine. Oh, right, it's not showing us a map attack. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. It has good spirit list, and later events make using it, upgrading it, not useless. Okay, cool. At this stage, healing and refilling is niche. That it's nice to be filled without Sayaka. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably end up still playing it like I'm used to with the GBA games, I'm gonna say. It's been a while that I played. The only thing I remember is that it's a waste to use. Okay, well, when have I ever trusted Gnostic wisdom on this channel? I will take the advice in stride, and we'll play around and we'll see. It's also really nice that it doesn't take energy. So I thought that we were like shooting things. Or like summoning our blade with energy. I mean, right now, not much of a choice anyway. I mean, yes, that is true. Okay, we've seen this a couple times, so let's see, you know that. Sick. Well, hold on a second. Bam, did you all see that? Oh, that was only damage. That must have been only damage. Because it said we crit for 3988, and it's like, that was not 4,000, and we still killed it. Okay, cool. What? Oh, no, are we changing back? What was that? Oh, was that the regen? Okay, what is this blue orb flashing? That's interesting. Is there something else on here that I'm missing? Or is this like an unwritten thing, like how the Nadeshko abilities kind of were? Okay. Well, they're close by now, so we do get to try the combo. So, from what I remember, combo works like this. If we attack here, this one will also get attacked through the combo, or do they both need to be in range for that to happen? I guess let's try it. What's the worst that happens? It doesn't work, we'll learn. Oh, you need a skill for it also. Okay, that's fine. A-okay. Oh, it hasn't attacked yet. Okay. Well, that's a shame. That I should, if I had known that, and it's fine that I didn't. If I had known that, I should have attacked the one that was at full health then to get them dead in any case. Okay, the blue earth is still far enough away that they won't go for it, probably. We presumably will learn the skill soon, seeing as it comes in like our starting kit. Oh. And then we clean that up now. Great. I'm curious whether that'll be the whole of the stage or we get like another small flag. Good work, D-Boy. Return to Blue Earth, please. Wait, there's more of them. There's a lot more of them. Return to the ship. We need to pull back. There's too many of them. We're not getting out without clearing the path. Fighting's the only way out of this, Aki. Roger, this is bad. I only have a few more minutes before. How will any incomplete tech command like you get through this one, please? But do try. I'll enjoy watching this pathetic end that awaits you. Okay, sure. I will gladly pad my stats more, thank you very much. I'm running out of time. Noel, something's wrong with D-Boy. Getting cold feet again? What's going on, D-Boy? Are you hurt? Aki, Noel, run. I'll hold them here. Trying to play hero for us? We don't need your pity. It's not, look, I'm going to end up killing you both if you stay. You what now? I'm incomplete as a tech command. I can only hold on to my sanity for 30 minutes. D-Boy, was that why you retreated during the last battle? Yeah, I was nearly at my limit. And what happens after those 30 minutes? The Radom instinct that's been grafted into my mind will take over, and I'll become a monster that lives to destroy everything in sight. Okay, cool. So it's like slightly different than just a like betrayer renegade. He's like, I'm getting the sense that he is maybe gifted this power that was like supposed to be for the Radom. Yeah, but it's just like this is a fun way of doing the like inner demon conflict. 25 minutes. You only got 5 minutes left. I'll cover your escape. Get going, D-Boy. We're not leaving without you. You're our. Let's go, Aki. You're going to abandon him? No, we're going to send the Radom packing. Either that or we go down together. Don't be stupid. Forget about me and escape. I ain't doing this for you, idiot. Like I said, you're a tech command and that makes you valuable. The Space Knights can't let you bite it. Not before the Radom are dealt with. Dole. Now pull yourself together and fight. We got 5 minutes to kill all these bugs. Roger. Struggling to the very last, Blade. Fine, I can just as well put you out of your misery myself. No, we have a new pig on our radar. Something's coming. No, it's a lone unit, human size. It's a new tech command. No, it's not. It's a detonator of the Evoluted. The Evoluted are moving into the star system. Sick. I love rampaging ally units. Yeah, no, it's very fun. I do like whenever we like have to fight an ally too. It's a rarity we get to. Is Orgun a standalone series? As far as I know, yeah. I asked earlier if it was related to Tech Command, and the answer was no to that. But I've definitely heard Detonator Orgun before, and I've not heard it in many other contexts. So it's stealing my kills. Yeah. I wiped out all those Radom in a single attack. I mean, I'm not opposed to using it also, so I don't know if it's stealing them. We'll invest in it too. Is that Tech Command gonna bail us out? That's no Tech Command. It's an Evoluted. Evoluted? I'll explain later after we're done with the Radom. Hey, hang on. Are we just gonna let that Evoluted have the run of the place? He doesn't seem hostile to us, so he's no immediate threat. This can't be. Why would an Evoluted help the humans? I must retreat and report this to Lord Omega right now. I'm not convinced, but I guess we need all the help we can get right now. Hurry up, D-Boy. The clock's still ticking against us. I don't understand. Why is an Evoluted and a Detonator at that helping us? Or 5 turns have passed? Okay, cool. let's take a look at you. Can I actually, hold on, can I no, I can't control you, okay. Given that we can't control it then, I'm not gonna bother looking at it yet. So maybe it is still stealing our kills. We can go here, and this forces a lot of them to be in range. We can move, hold on. We can move one to the right, and this forces a lot in range. And that keeps pretty much everyone at 0 if they do stay. And it's not like being on this blue Earth, sorry, this orbital ring, not blue Earth, gives us any more terrain advantages anyway. So this seems a good. But so organically implemented, you could fold it if it gets from Oregon. Yeah. It's weird that they have a standalone series that's barely playable. When is Oregon playable? I don't remember using him because he doesn't join until super late. I'm not trying to spoil. I'm trying to not spoil as much as possible, but he joins late, like endgame late. Okay. Yeah, I guess here, tricky. Because it's a new game, if at all possible, try to keep the like mechanical spoilers to a minimum. Especially if it's like stuff I haven't gotten to yet. I'm not gonna be like upset if you do, but like part of the fun for me is trying to discover the stuff on my own. And like I have zero problems making myself look the fool if I like make calls about something that I think it's going to be away early game and it's not. So like don't feel like you have to try and like save me from that kind of thing. Like I don't mind that's what happens. Okay, great. Cool. I will be upset, lol. I like seeing your blind reactions to plot points and mechanics. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, like I do. Yeah, like part of it is I do think it just like makes I think it just makes YouTube a little bit more interesting. But yeah, we'll all get used to it and figure it out as we're going. I have no idea what they're thinking, but the new ones definitely are. What's with this guy? Is he turning code? I suppose that evoluted is the white armor is on our side. What is it now? It's a human ship, ID'd as trailers. There we go. No sooner do we give chase to those unknowns, and what do we find but an active battle? Dad, look, it's that armored guy from before, plus the Radam and Tekkaman blade from the Space Knights. They're seriously outnumbered. We gotta help them. Dad, I'm going out. The Space Knights from the Outer Space and R&D Agency. I guess I do owe Old Friedman one. Bring us ahead, Horace. We're covering the Space Knights. Captain Bless, Duo and I will deploy as well. The Verenders and Space Knights are essentially sibling organizations, yes? Very well. Yow, Pops, you're really outnumbered. Oh, okay, it's just like us deploy. It's just like a different looking deployment screen. Position. Oh, wow, this is a really generous positioning screen. Cool. Let's send you up here. I think we can just let the Tekkaman handle this, so we're going to send all 3 of these up. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Okay, let's rock. Yellow units are so weird. I'm used to them being green like in Fire Emblem, but at least Super Wars is consistent with the color usually. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, but I guess it's also like really old games have used both yellow and green to represent like yellow are still enemies that we are supposed to fight, but could end up fighting the red units too, where green are enemies, or are units that we're theoretically not supposed to fight, but we could still fight them, I think is usually how they get broken down, especially early game. But like, if you give me a green unit, I would assume they were on my side, and I'm assuming that these are not. Yeah, we got just 4 minutes to wipe out the enemy before things get hairy. We're counting on you. We're happy to assist our fellow spacemen. You can give us details afterwards. Reinforcements. What's the Tekkaman Blade Duo mentioned here? What? That's the Tekkaman... Sorry, that's the Tekkaman Blade Duo mentioned, huh? He really does look like the other armored guy. Stay frosty, Kazuma. This is your first tango with the famous Radam, so don't hold back. Be careful, everyone. It seems the Radam and the Unknowns are hostile to one another. Meanwhile, this is a 3-way fight. Those are always a pain. Try to capitalize on the enemies fighting each other, yeah, but don't get caught in their crossfire. You got it. I ain't screwed up with the Earth right around the corner. I guess I mean, we did say it already, so we're not going to pretend this isn't happening. The fact that you don't get him until much later does make sense why he's not selectable in the, like, choose your unit. Like, pick one of your 3 favorites. Oh, that's unfortunate. This map attack did not get... This map attack did not get set up well. I.e. at all. Doesn't this game already have an interface spoiler when you pick favorites? Not that I'm aware of. You select 3 from a list they give you. Yeah, I mean, like... I did point out before that I was surprised. Like, so when making the list for YouTube, I did look for hold on, let me we do a focus. When making the list for YouTube, I did, or the tags for YouTube, I did look and see what series were in there so I could put those in the tags. So like I do know that like there's some seed astray options. I was surprised also that we didn't have seed astray units to choose from. So like I'm assuming we will deal with that at some point. But I guess I think you could call it spoilers if you knew a little bit more about the story. All will make sense in due time. Yeah, no, I figure. I am in 0 ways worried about it. Okay, so this is interesting. When I'm highlighted over Katra, he's highlighting Duo. Oh, is this like a relationship system? Is this telling me that, like... Hold on, do we get a little fire between them? No, okay. But is this like Fire Emblem, like, support pairs? Because they are highlighting stuff internal to the series. Bingo, just like Jay. Sick, okay. Maybe, I keep saying I played Jay. Actually, hold on, I keep saying that I played Jay. Let me make sure that's the case, because I don't remember that at all. Maybe I played a different GBA one. It's like, make sure this is... I don't want to be lying on the internet. Who would on the internet lie like that? No, okay. The GBA one that I played was D, not J. So I guess I also look... I guess if the people who made J made this, I have another GBA to look forward to too. I'll have to try to remember that. Yo, wait, we can... oh no, we have some tech. We can load post-movement. A YouTuber relied on the internet? I'm shocked. Yeah, I know. I'm a fraud. All y'all go home. Get out of here. It's not worth it anymore. I mean, we'll give them a kill if we need to. Yeah, like we could... Hold on, we'll go up one and clear out the really weak one. Sure, we can give them a focus too. Yeah, that's fine. What's your post movement? Oh, it's 4. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put them far away. We haven't seen this yet, so we will at least look at this. Surprised you haven't played Jay. That's another game with full translation and everything, and a lot of people's first Super Wars, if they didn't have GBA OG as a kid. Yeah, I mean, if it was the normal one, it's probably not the one I did. The reason I started with R was just because it was, to my knowledge, the first one that wasn't using limit and reaction, and I figured I would just like work my way up from there. The Englishness of it hadn't mattered to me at all. Yeah, I've definitely definitely jumped around to pick and choose whatever was convenient. You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies like that? Yeah, exactly. Do you have a time limit? Yeah, turn 5. which I think we're gonna just make, especially depending on how well Organ does. I'm assuming that we don't need to keep Organ alive. That would feel pretty stupid. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 player units, and there's what? Not even going to be 5 of these things left. I mean, yeah, he's going to keep killing stuff. So I think we probably have this next turn. It'll just take till enemy phase next turn. Actually, sorry, I guess, no, I shouldn't say it's turn 5. It was in 5 turns from when that deployed. That's when we said we had the 5-minute turn limit. Or the 5-minute limit, which is translated to 1 minute. I like them using turn limits sparingly, especially for instances like when it fits in more. Yeah, like, I don't hate the idea of turns being used as a way to limit things, but I do want it to feel like it's not just... I don't want it to feel arbitrary, right? Okay. You are also probably the highest level, so this is going to probably give the most XP. Yeah. One of you is obviously going to Kazuma. I don't think we've seen Ray Blade yet, so let's take a look. Oh, no, right. I had one. That's fine. That's fine. Bless needs bless. Yeah. Exactly what I was saying before, where I'm like, the sentence, we gave less grit or whatever it was. Whereas like what is this nonsense? I don't understand what's happening. Yeah. Oh, we don't have focus anymore. Okay, that's fine. So we hit the one with the highest accuracy. I don't think we have any other spirits that matter. Trust, Mercy, Guts, Strike. I should have checked this beforehand, but I can't use you. Scan focus. Yeah, okay, we're good. I love how Gundam these OG names are. Yeah, no, they are very. Oh, these must have HP regen. I just wasn't paying attention to. And a pretty big one at that. Okay, so we do it this turn. That's fine. I guess yeah, we can refill. We should refill. That's nice that they also like put it on screen that you lose mine. That you have -10. Okay. That's not what we cared for. Mihiro. Give him a cheer. Yeah, I guess I should have assumed that they had HP regen if the Tekkaman has HP regen, and the Tekkaman is a Radom. All enemy forces confirmed destroyed. Surrounding areas also clear. Good job, everyone. Aki, how's the timer? We made it by the skin of our teeth. Let's recover D-Boy ASAP. Goodbye. Watch out, I think he wants trouble. I've eluded. Oh, we got a punch up here. What I've been searching for is here. What do you after I've eluded? Why did you help us talk? Organ. He's looking for his organs. What's up with him? That guy makes as much sense as Hero. It looks like he said something before leaving, though. I think I heard him say organ. Maybe that was an introduction, being upfront nice, but he certainly takes it to an extreme. Being upfront's nice. Organ, detonator organ of the evoluded. I don't mind that. I also don't mind having a unit to look forward to that we could, like, see every once in a while. Many thanks for your help back there. We were in quite the pinch. Don't worry about it. Us spacemen need to help each other in times of need. Boss, that craft, the Blue Earth, it doesn't look like it has much fight left in it. We may have pushed her a little too hard to make that time limit. And all the way out here, far from any mechanics, too. Mr. Knoll, aren't you forgetting something important? Something important? What, you want me to hook you up with my beautiful operator? No. Listen, when you're stuck out in space with nowhere to turn to the trailers for loyalty, security, and speed. And no other team embodies that more than our Valstork family. You got any idea what they're talking about, Aki? Sorry, you guys, this isn't exactly our area of expertise. Oh, jeez. Not surprising. The Space Knights have their own ships, so they don't need to hire anyone. You and that blonde boy, you're two of the Preventor's Gundam pilots, right? Keep quiet about that, please. We're in the middle of a major assignment. Aren't you a counter-terrorist elite team, though? Why are you cruising aboard a trailer ship? Let's just say it's a long story. If you're having a ship trouble, Miss Aki, would you like us to give you guys a lift? I also love that we're ignoring Noel, and we're just going to talk to Aki about this. It's great. By the way, I wish characters had more than one face portrait. Yeah, no, it would be, I mean, it would be cool, but like, I cannot fault this game. It's done so well visually so far. So like, you know, it's fine. Also, because it will become quickly relevant, can I push you towards secret requirements, things to do for secrets? Not what you get the rewards. Absolutely. I mean, yeah. So I forgot to do this. I forgot to do this before we did the upgrades too. One of the things I was going to ask is like, how do we want to handle this playthrough? Like, I don't mind the idea of looking at secrets to open things. So like, we could do that if we want. I have zero problems that way. But one of the things I was going to ask also is, do we want to just like skip out on upgrades? But I already upgraded something, so I guess not. Yeah, but like I don't have a problem with doing secrets to start. I kind of wanted to make it a point for like a new game to just sort of see what conveyances it gave us. Like, yeah, I'll get through this dialogue and y'all can decide. Back up there. You're charging us? Well, duh, we are trailers, you know. What happened to the we need to help each other out in the middle of times of need speech? That was for the battle, not for this. And we're taking a vacation right now, see? Taking a vacation, not staking a vacation, Akane. Did I say that wrong? No, you did say taking. Stupid Horace, quit tricking me. I think that joke's gonna get old pretty quickly. I bet that's also funnier in Japanese. That feels like a thing that does not translate well to English, where it's like very dependent on the language of origin. Yes, ma'am. And boss, I'm afraid they're putting up a hard bargain. Want to take over? You're with the Outer Space R&D Agency, right? I would appreciate a chat with your Commander Freeman. Well, I'll be darned. The Chief's got way more connections than I thought if even trailers know him. He's a bit of an old friend, so we may as well catch up while we're talking business. Sure, okay. You can settle your free with him. Just let me report what happened to him first. Wait, where's D-Boy? You mean that guy who passed out when he got onto the ship? He's Tekkaman Blade's pilot, right? Yes, he is? We should keep the number of civilians we let know about Tekkaman to a minimum. I guess that's actually really fun. This is a really good way that these stories are synergizing, right? Because everyone's going to assume in a world where people just pilot robots all the time that Tekkaman is just a small robot that someone gets to pilot, not like his skin. We took him over to the infirmary. Mihiro's watching over him. What's with that weird name, though? D-Boy? It's a good question. It's more of a code name, really. He has amnesia, so he doesn't know what his actual name is. FYI, I was the one who came up with that code name. Not too shabby, huh? Okay, so the fact that we have a trans character later, and we have Noel, who gave him the name D-Boy, that there's some amount of like queer coding going on there, right? Like, tell me that that's not a little gay. I guess, but what does the D stand for? 10G says it's dynamite. You're on 10G on delicious. Why does Duo think he's delicious? Excellent, I love this. Put me down for 5G on diving. Akane. Absolutely nothing points to him being a diver, yeah. I bet 20G on dramatic. Hand over all those bets then, because his D stands for dangerous. Wait, seriously? And we left a guy like that alone with Mihiro? Kazuma, wait. Duo, Katra, we're gonna hurry to the infirmary. Where am I? Oh, you're awake. We're aboard the Valstork. Miyuki? Miyuki, is that you? Ah! Get your hands off me, hero, Mr. Dangerous. Kazuma, I don't want to hear it. Our ship ain't gonna room for pervs looking to get all handsy with my sister. I hope we don't follow this plot very much. I hope this gets resolved very quickly. I was just praising the game for not giving her giant bazongas. That doesn't mean we have to really make a plot about her being sexually assaulted. Kazuma, wait, he just came to, so he's a bit confused. Yeah, and what's that got to do with him grabbing you? Sorry, I just mistook her for my little sister. Your sister? Okay. That did resolve quickly. The joke was still in poor taste, but I like that we have the parallel of getting Nihiro a name close to his sister's name. Did your memories come back, D-Boy? Not yet. I think that battle must have triggered some flashes. Well, on the subject of your memories, you want to tell us about these evoluted you saw before? Sure. You know those guys? A bit, yeah. I heard Tekkaman work as a commander for the Radon, and here you are, an amnesiac who flies one of these suits and conveniently knows the evoluted. Who the heck are you, dude? D-Boy. As I already told you, I have absolutely no memories of my past. When I woke up, I was at the Earth Sphere and I could tech set with the system box. Tech set? He means transform into a Tekkaman. And this crystal thingy is that system box? I imagine it's some kind of matter conversion system. So you're not actually piloting the Tekkaman. That's right, I don't pilot, I physically transform into Tekkaman Blade. Transform like something out of a TV show? Next you'll claim that you're cybernetically modified by an evil organization. We don't know the specifics, but we fought against a Radom Tekkaman several times before. So it's clear that Tekkaman and Radom are directly linked to one another. But we have no idea what the whole story is, and that's not changing till his memory comes back. D-Boy's body does show traces of being tampered with, but genetic analysis confirmed beyond any doubt that he's a human being. This is making less sense by the second. The Tekkamen are with the Radom, but you're a Tekkaman yourself, and you don't care for the bugs, right? How did this happen? Care to explain? Akane, D-Boy has lost his memories. Be reasonable with him. And the evoluted. How did you know about them? I believe the Radom input data on them into my tech system. They're clearly marked as enemies. Enemies? Not just any enemies. The Radom have something of a major feud with the evoluted. I had visions of massive battles between the two. But it's not like they're just here to exterminate the Radom for us. No, their actions thus far wouldn't make sense, were that the case. Still, they're capable of warring with the Radom on a gigantic scale. I don't even want to think of what would happen if they decided to come to Earth en masse. And there's also that evoluted with the white armor. He's helped us twice now, right? He may be on Earth's side then. That evoluted's a detonator. That is, he's one of their frontline commanders. And here I thought he just looked like a Tekkaman. He even has the same job, eh? The only other visions I have are of them invading one planet after the next. I can't figure out why that detonator would help us. It's too early to say if he's actually on our side or if he has another agenda. I feel like there's a really easy way to make this parallel, seeing as D-Boy is like already doing this. Let's see, let's go call them this. I was just gonna gently nudge you towards them, tell them what you need to do, plus helps you avoid spoiling what the secret is. That's true, that's fair. Okay, then yeah, go for it. There's one secret that might be non-negotiable. I'm interested what that is. If Control Room Guy, you know what that is too. Kazubo as protective older brother, I think we can allow this. He was just told this man is dangerous. Yeah, but like dangerous could also just be like he'll go like on a killing spree. I feel like I don't mind the idea of him being protective. That's not the problem of it. I feel like we can also just like danger can be a lot more things. It feels a little one note and like betraying priorities if the way we see danger is over like someone's like sexual agency first, especially for out of a little kid, rather than just like we just saw him murder some people. Like it could just as easily be that he'll like stab her to death with like the giant sword he just pulled out of his back. I think I wouldn't mind it as much, A, if it wasn't a 10-year-old, and B, if it wasn't like such a overly used element to like inject a bit of fan service in the plot all the time. I don't think the conversation's off the table. Like it's a real serious topic that should be talked about, but. Excuse me, he murdered monsters / aliens. Okay, but for all but like, hold on a second. But D-Boy is a person, and he can transform into them. For all we know, they're just like Heartless from Kingdom Hearts, where they just are all people that like, D-Boy gets to transform into cool Toku hero, and other people got like blessed with the worst superpower of turning into just Bug. He might have gone for the kill there, but I say it's best not to presume anything. I do think we should give him a simpler code name than White Evoluted, though. He said Oregon back there. Maybe that's his name. We don't know what to think otherwise, I say. Captain Bless, incoming message from the Outer Space R&D Agency. Okay, put it through. Come in, Valstork family. This is Heinrich von Frieben, commander of the Space Knights and of the UN's Outer Space R&D Agency. It's been way too long, Freeman. Let us see you're doing okay. I say the same, Les. Last time we spoke was 15 years ago, wasn't it? Just about, yeah. I really appreciate the help you gave me back then. Please, the pleasure was mine, and now you've saved some of my people as well. How's my wife, if I may ask? I suppose I never told you, did I? Yumi passed away in an accident 10 years ago. Whoa, this is a really quick... Okay. Did he say my wife or your wife? Oh, how is the wife? Got it, okay. I thought Freeman was asking about his own wife for a second. Like, this is a really callous way of doing this. Good gracious. I see. Forgive my indiscretion. Pay it no mind. It was thanks to you that I met her to begin with. But I think it's enough chit-chat for the day. There's business to be done, right? Yeah, Noel's report has told us what happened. We'd like you to escort the Blue Earth back home. Naturally, you'll be compensated for your trouble. Oh yeah, baby. That'll keep us safe from bankruptcy for a while. And who is that young man? Is that Kazuma? Yep, he's grown plenty since last you saw him, but his brain's about the same. He still has a long way to go. Dad! I know you're old friends and all, but could you tone it down? All that said, Wes, there's one condition attached to this job. I figured you wouldn't let me go without your trademark haggling. I'm glad to hear it. It'll save us both time. The condition is that you'll take on another job along the way. The Space Knight staff will also be at your disposal for that mission, of course. Bah, first we gotta investigate the ring while babysitting Deepwood, and now we're getting signed up on the trailer's helpers. And what is this job? Nurgle Heavy Industries finished a brand new concept warship of their Sasebo dock yesterday. The Alliance demanded Nurgle hand it over, which the company probably refused to do. Said warship is now on the run from the Alliance and is just set off into space. Serve the Alliance right for thinking they can push everyone into playing their game. No love lost between you and the Army, huh? But aren't the Space Knights part of the military too? We're a form of the UN Secretariat, operating under a separate chain of control from the Earth Alliance, which is controlled by the Security Council. And the Alliance doesn't like that one bit, I tell you. Organizations attached to the UN Secretariat are just a step above enemies for them. And I take it that's the boat the Preventers are in too. Yeah? How did you... I've been listening to you and Catherine, dude. Don't take too much... Didn't take much for me to bungle that sentence. Didn't take much to put two and two together. Remember what we said before, trailers live and die on their intel. But you also don't know what your bounty is. Gotta admit, I thought he was an idiot. Dude's actually sharp. And, like, this is also so good. That I love whenever these characters, like, betray a bit of who their personality is. Like, that like we are told Kazuma is supposed to be intelligent. He's part of a group that's supposed to be intelligent, but this like street smarts kind of intelligence. And I like that we aren't so stuck on this like one note character of him like kind of being a bratty, like trying to pretend to be older kid, that he isn't also like competent and there isn't like a good reason for him to be so. Like still 10 out of 10 marks. Freeman, to clarify, is a Tekka Man guy. Okay, that makes sense, because I was gonna say, if he is from, oh wait, no, he is a Tekka Man guy, yeah, it feels really well integrated, how natural they are talking. I assumed he was Tekka Man. I don't know why I paused there. I got bungled up in my want to talk, but yeah, no, I figured he was from Tekka Man. But it feels very naturalistic, the two of these, the like pair of them. Like, I believe that relationship, knowing nothing about the two of them. It does not, and like, just because I haven't seen the show doesn't mean I can't tell when it's like, we are going to do an insert character now for your favorite series. Thank you very much for attending. Right? Like, there are plenty of times where it's very clear where we're like forcing inserts, and this does not feel it. Guess being the Hawkeye's kid counts for something. We'd better stay on our toes. And what does that warship have to do with our job, Freeman? Everything. What I want you to do is destroy that warship. It's codenamed Nadeshko. Yeah, I figured. I see. The Evoluted have been sighted in the solar system. I suspect those were just advanced scouts, but their main force is bound to show up soon. Okay. Now seeing these two together, originally I was seeing this as like a horn that was coming up, and I was putting his eyes back here. And I figured this was like part of the background, but I see this now in conjunction with these two, that this is maybe a mask. We've got an eye here, we've got like a broken eye here. I'm assuming that these two are other Tekkamen. I'm pretty sure I know that there's a thing named Tekkaman Evil. Is he maybe one of them? I expect those were just advanced scouts, but their main force is bound to show up soon. Contact the border fleets as well. We must hasten our conquest of Earth. Lord, okay, so maybe he's Tekkaman Evil, Evil, and then this purple one's Tekkaman Omega. Lord Omega, there is something I must do first. Do you mean Blade? Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, Dagger makes sense. Not a day goes by that I'm not haunted by the scar he put on my face. I'll never be free from my humiliation, fury, and hatred unless I cut him down myself. He is a formidable foe. Do you have a plan? Yes, I'll deploy the interference spectrum and send him screaming into hell with it. Those that are born of Radam are fated to return to the Radam. And it's high time Blade understood that. Go, Dagger! Yes, sire. Isaac. I like the wire mesh. This is really old school. Professor Kanzaki, we are receiving an external transmission. Odd, it shouldn't be possible for anyone to open a direct connection to you, Isaac. Do you know who sent it? Unknown, but the transmission has a very particular wavelength. So I could pinpoint the general area where it originated. You do justice to your title of top biocomputer in the world. Where's the source? Space, somewhere in the vicinity of the orbital ring block number 20. Cool. From space, what's the meaning of this? Analyzing pulse, relaying decryption data to monitors. Organ, what is this? I wonder who these are. That Isaac was not familiar to me. If it is familiar, I don't want to know. There is a reason this game, JUX, I love how they use their plots and integrate the OGs. Yeah, no, it's real. It keeps being good. Vague thing, in a Super Robot Wars game, won't say which one, it is implied new types exist because they are all get arrays in space. There's potential to do super great interesting things. Yeah, no, that's sick. I think we talked about this before too, when they put the get arrays up against Spiral Energy from Gren the God, that those two are like, they are rendered as like sort of two sides of the same coin. So it makes sense that we can like produce other effects from it too. I think it's a really good way of integrating it, but I think it's a good way of integrating get arrays onto the new types. There's a part of me that wishes the new types were not quite diluted in exactly that way, but it's fine. It's like a really minor, right? I think we can also probably pump their skill, maybe get some like crits in. No. Hold on. We were like 96% on shots. Let's get some hits on so we don't have to spend full side. Blue Earth. I'm not going to invest into any points in the Blue Earth yet, just because I don't know what I want to do with it, so it feels weird to spend points towards something I don't know. It theoretically would be something like Evade to try and keep it out of combat, but I'm not sure. And then, we probably could stand to put some Evade on the Tekkaman too. We'll divide this 1/3, 2/3. Yeah, okay. So we already spent some upgrade points. I guess at this point we'll just upgrade and that's fine. Maybe the next playthrough we do, I will do it as a challenge run to start and just like not put any upgrades in anything. That feels like that could be good fun. Okay, that's fine. I think we're just gonna keep upgrading the Valhawk for a minute. My plot senses are tingling, and I have a sneaking suspicion we might not get to use Tekkaman Blade for a minute, seeing as he got like overwhelmed in that last battle. And we did talk about before that he had to retreat. Like in the last fight we did, they mentioned a fight they had off screen where he had to retreat and like couldn't fight for a bit. That's why Noel was giving him a hard time. So I bet we probably can't use him in the next mission or two. So I think we just keep upgrading the Valhawk. Fine. No upgrade would be bold because I think the next game I am lobbying for is A-Portable, unless obviously people want to see a different game. Yeah, isn't A-Portable really hard? That feels appropriate then. That seems fine to me. Let's rock it. Give me hard. Listen, I gotta do something. I gotta do something to stand out, right? We gotta be big and dramatic. Or we can spend both these. We can spend both of these. Yup. Okay, sick. I think that might we'll soft lock in that a portable will be a no upgrades run then too. And maybe I'll be kicking myself under granted, or maybe it will be exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, we committed these other than the Blue Earth. Good. Okay. Perfect. And we didn't get any parts from that last mission to just sell off. So that's right. Yeah, we got time for definitely another one. June 21st, 99 ASC. Ship's log. How's it only been a week? We've been chased around by the evoluted guys, fought the Radam, got some space knights hitching a ride with us, and now we suddenly got a new mission to take out Nurgle Heavy Industries' latest warship. To tell the truth, the job smells fishier than a space whale's breath, but at least we're out of the woods bankruptcy-wise. That Nadeshko might be new and all, but it's got nothing on us. Time to show him what we and our foul stork are made of. I think I've been calling it the Valstock a couple of times. Apologies. Briefing time, sweetie. Come to the bridge. Don't be long, Kazuma. Everyone else is here already. Just stop me from getting there. I'm so hyped right now. I'm ready to explode. Good for you, sweetie. Yeah, she's definitely like older sister turned into mom. Colbert. Admiral Misamaru, you're responsible for this mess. Care to explain yourself? It was all in my report. Nurgle's latest warship, the Nadeshko, launched from the Sasebo dock, evading captures by our Far East forces and is currently on the land. I should inform you that it's broken through the Radam line at the orbital ring and is on course to leave Earth's sphere because your Far East force failed to apprehend. I am well aware that's why the Thefts fleet is pursuing the Nadeshko as we speak. I'd expect nothing less. Part of the defense fleet has been mobilized as well. Our military cannot afford to lose a ship capable of flying through the Radam swarm. So yeah, I'm assuming that these two are from Nadeshko then. You may be able to secure the ship, but that won't necessarily put it under your control. Silence, Misamaru. And as I remember, the Nadeshko's captain is your daughter, isn't she? Yeah, okay. I wonder if sentimentality is affecting your judgment. I swear it's not. Soldier's honor. General Colbert, about Captain Eureka Misamaru. Oh yeah, I guess that is. Yeah, that's Eureka's last name. Her scores in the Alliance Academy's tactical simulator are unheard of. 0 losses in her entire career. Besides that, the former Alliance Admiral Jin Fukube is also aboard the Nadeshko. Between that and the ship's weaponry, I advise a cautious approach. You're telling me to be scared of a gamer girl and a has-been? Fukube is nothing but a dropout. He left the army after his failure in the First Mars War. The First Mars War, okay. To be trounced by the likes of them does not engender trust in the Far East force. This would not have happened if we had conscripted GGG and those civilian laboratories. Okay, I'm pretty sure I remember GGG or Triple G as that is the Gaugavar. I did watch the first couple of episodes of that. We couldn't get them to begin with. They're working directly with the UN Secretariat on dedicated counter zone. Zonder Metal is the Gaugavar stuff. And counter Dr. Hell operations. You couldn't with that attitude, and you couldn't stop the Nadeshko either. But General Colbert, did you not also try and fail to take hold of Tech Command? I would have done it if that blasted UNSG Rose approval hadn't interfered. And if not for their meddling dog, too. What kind of Scooby-Doo plot do we have here? Gutsy Joyon Guard. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Secretary General approval certainly is a thorn in the military side, isn't she? Especially to the top brass. What are you insinuating, Chief Forreston? Nothing at all. I work with the Intelligence Bureau. My job is to analyze data, not to advance an agenda. Whatever their game is, they have no operatives to send. Let them work. We'll make our move when we have to. Right now, we should focus on hobbling Nurgle and capturing the Nadeshko. Nurgle's operations will eventually undercut the Alliance's authority if left unchecked. Citizens are murmuring about the supposed link between arms manufacturing and the top brass. Decisive measures must be taken. The time for talk is over. Admiral Misamaru, you need to clean up your own mess with the Nadeshko. If you can't stop it, shoot it down. Show Nurgle we mean business. Yes, sir. In the meantime, Command will negotiate with Nurgle ourselves. Chief Forreston, make sure Admiral Misamaru has the data he needs. Dismissed, gentlemen. Well, it seems that Warhawk Colbert really has an agenda of his own. And so does Nurgle by the looks of it. I owe you, Chief Forreston. Who knows how long I would have had to look at his face had you not been there. Think nothing of it, Admiral Misamaru. But, may I ask, what is your take on the Nadeshko? I think it's dangerous. Of course you would. How couldn't I? My daughter Yurika's face and figure are WMDs in themselves. It's weird for a dad to comment on his daughter's body. I was asking about the Nadeshiko itself, sir, not its captain. It could turn a battle on its own with Nurgle's proprietary phase transition engine at its core. Humanity cannot afford to let its power go to waste. On the other hand, were it to be misused, I'd put the military itself in jeopardy. I understand that. And there's nothing more for me to say. Do not forget your position, Admiral. A daughter knows not her father's affections, that is parenthood. Is that like a famous... Is that a famous haiku? I don't recognize that as a regular poem. Yeah. What are you thinking, Yurika? Or is it just that the man speaks in haikus every once in a while? Prospector. Everyone's here, I see. The captain will now have a few words on the ship's mission. Hi, everyone. It's me, Captain Yurika Misamaru. Everyone knows who you are, geez. You're so mean, Akito. You joined the Nadeshiko just to be with me. You can't turn all cold now. Turn? What? Huh? Be true to yourself. Be a romantic. Roma, what? Is that true, Akito? Absolutely not. I joined the crew to be a cook, and depending on where we're going, I might not stay. Tenkawa, are you telling me you'll forsake the oath we made? Oath? When? You already forgot? Is this boy just the biggest ditz on the planet? Come on, man. Think back to when I gave you my Geki Gengar. We swore an oath as brothers to protect the shining blue earth. Jiro Yamada, you little. Stop calling my ice to Valas that. My name is Gai Daigoji. Don't you forget it. The heck it is. You just started going around telling everyone to call you that. Everyone knows your real name is Jiro Yamada. Gai Daigoji is my soul name. What are they talking about? Do you know the robot anime Geki Gengar 3 in Minato? Never heard of it. I don't care about anime. Anime characters commenting on anime. Very early 2000s. What? Someone doesn't know about the soul-stirring smash hit anime? Didn't expect you to be into that, Akito. Oh, well, I caught a lot of reruns of it way back in the day. Any man needs to take but one look at it and to get hooked, and calls out to it. And you like it so much you named your robot after it? Is that it, Yamada? Yep. In my heart, Geki Gengar is the alpha and omega of giant robots. And as the ship's mechanic, Ariba Take doesn't appreciate that, correct? Plus, like that wasn't enough, Yamada doesn't like his birth name, so he's going by Gai Daigoji. So he's an idiot, and he's putting off a lot of work into being an idiot. I mean, let's not call people idiots for wanting to have a different name. That feels incorrect. Here's what I'm saying. If you would forsake our oath and leave us, you'll have to go through me. Your oath with who? I sure did make an oath. Not with your words, but your soul took an oath before me. Akito, make your soul swear to me too. I'm really glad that Yurika leads into it too. That's good. Forget it. Everyone leave me alone. Captain, Alliance vessels are in pursuit. Please keep the meeting brief. Oh right, I forgot. Much appreciated. Miss Hoshino, I was afraid we'd be attacked mid-briefing. I'm surrounded by idiots. Give it to me straight, Yurika. This ship's going to Mars, right? I came aboard to get back to Utopia Colony, so I can see what's happening. I can see what's happening to it. No one cares what you're here for. This ship's head will be determined by its owner's Nurgle. This man's name is just Goat? Goat's kind of scary, isn't he? Is there a G word for scary? Ghastliest of all time? Well, he was a soldier, and he's here as our reminder from Nurgle. He does have a cute side, though. You know something the rest of us don't, Minato? Something like that. Okay, announcement time. The Nadeshiko is going to Mars, just like Akito wants. Our orders are to gather as much information and save as many survivors as we can. All right, I'm going to make it to Mars. Sorry, Captain, but isn't Mars crawling with Jovian lizards? Haiku indeed, yeah. Is he the goat? Goat Hori is his name. Oh my word. Also, while we're paused here for a second, we were just told that this ship snuck off, which to me says they did not have, like, Nurgle's approval. But there is someone here from Nurgle to watch them. So this feels like maybe, like, secret mission kind of deal. There's, like, definitely some sort of conflict happening here that we don't have all the pieces for yet. And I'm definitely in favor of that. But yeah, there seems like there's a conflict happening with who sent them and why. Even the Alliance gave up on taking it back. The entire planet is hostile territory. What is Nurgle after, sending a single ship in there? Well, that's... yeah, I have no idea. Are you pulling my leg right now? And allow me to explain instead. As some of you know, my name is Prospector. I am the project's general manager, which means I'm the one responsible for budgeting, pay, expenses, benefits, and all amenities all the amenities each of you enjoy on this ship. Yeah, we know, you're the one that hired all of us into this thing. The Nadeshko's voyage to Mars is under the umbrella of Nurgle's Schiaparelli project. Schiaparelli? I'm guessing you don't mean the fashion designer. Incredible. Giovanni Schiaparelli was an old-era Italian astronomer known for his observations of Mars. Okay, hold on, sorry. We're going to pause. I need to be a nerd about this. Is this a real person? Yes, he was. Cool. Oh, okay. Okay. He is way more modern. He is way more modern than my knowledge goes. But he is an old era in terms of, I guess, this being set really far into our future. Thanks, Rudy Doody. Good to have such a genius on our side. Yeah, isn't she like a savant kid? What I meant was, why is Nurgle so interested in going to Mars? To put it briefly, we have a research facility over there. The project involves the retrieval of data, equipment, and personnel from it. Excuse me, Captain speaking here. My apologies. Please, Captain, explain the details of the planet at your leisure. And don't forget the important part. Okay, listen, everyone. Yeah, I figured we were going to get interrupted again. Time's up, Captain. Alliance forces are within range. What? Well, now, it seems we'll need to catch up. We'll need to cash out our insurance policy after all. Come on, Tenkawa. Let's crush their evil schemes and save Mars. Okay. Apathetic child prodigy of the class. Like, yeah, right. She's also like half sleepy, half just like everything is aboard because I'm too smart. Alliance forces are inbound. Isn't she called the Electron Fairy? Isn't that it? Well, this would be quite the honor under friendlier circumstances. They even have mobile armors with gun barrels on board. That's not good. And an elite platoon as well. The Alliance must want the Nadeshko back badly. Why wouldn't they? Letting it go scot-free would be an egg on their entire military space. We've used that joke now. We've used that phrase now twice. I wish they wouldn't make their honor our problem. Send them a request to stand down, May. Aye, ma'am. Attention, this is the Nadeshko affiliated with Nurgle. We don't wish any hostility, so please clear out our flight path. They ask nicely, Captain. Thoughts? Is that Mubaflaga? They don't seem willing to disarm and come quietly, in which case we'll have to force them. Show these civilians the Army's mettle. I thought the Army was supposed to protect civilians. How'd I get stuck with this again? They're not listening, Captain. Stay this course, Miss Minato. We're breaking through their lines. I don't know, we're pretty badly outnumbered. If we go in, we'll just get picked off. Scramble the Ice Tavalis. Have them engaged so we can clear a path. Roger that. Ice Tavalis launching when ready. Listen up, you two. We've installed your Ice Tavalis with the OG frame. It's spec'd for space combat, Stay close to the Nadeshko, or it'll still lose its connection to the gravity wave beam. Same as any other frame. So if we stick to the ship, we'll have all of our energy needed. I didn't sign up to fight the Alliance. I just wanted to be a cook. Quit whining, Tenkawa. If you call yourself a man, gather your courage and fight. It's fine. If this is what will take to get us to Mars, here I go. Open fire. We're authorized to sink that ship if it refuses to comply. We won't leave anything for the Far East forces to do. No turning back now. We're engaging the Alliance forces. Oh, okay. Still another tutorial now. Yeah, I've seen it as Electron Sprite or Fairy. Okay, cool. One of the few good parts of Seed. No, I really like Mubaflaga. I do not get enough opportunities to play as him. And yeah, it's a real shame. He's like the slave of Seed, but it's also like actually like, good and interesting. Interestingly, he's also not the center. There's no world where we don't get him, right? He's not going to be an enemy this whole time. Before I start doing stuff, you asked if you wanted to if you could prompt me about secrets. So I presume there's something to do with secrets on this map. So do you have some prompts before I get started? Well, I guess I'll look through these now. All those to be expected. Dot cheer, cool. Missiles and the gravity blast. Okay, this all works in the way that is familiar to me. Distortion field, gravity wave beam, E, and regeneration small. Yeah, I'll look at we'll look up how the distortion field and gravity wave, or yeah, we'll look up how those two work in this game, because I presume they're different. Air, water. Oh, that's interesting. This is the water version too. Okay. I'm curious what the other frames are going to do then, because I feel like there's a second frame that they usually use for air combat. I'm assuming we get to change them, but if we don't, that's fine. What else? Focus and alert. Okay. Actually, hold on. No, we need to look up. I need to look up how these work first. That's gonna matter a lot. Okay. Nullifies all gravity damage under 2,500 and all beam damage under 1,500. Oh, cool that it works on beams. I wonder if that's true in R2, and I just never checked that. Reduces damage taken from all other attacks by 1,000. Hold on a second. I don't know what's up. My mustache is like growing in weird. It's making me sneeze so much. Keep it in my nose. Okay. Gravity Wave Beam fully restores energy to all units equipped with a gravity wave antenna at the start of player phase. Great. Recovers all energy at the start of the player phase when inside the gravity wave beam. Okay. I wasn't how the cutscene worded it made it sound like if we weren't inside the area, we might start losing energy. That would be bad. We'll get it for now. You're good for now. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, cool. And then yeah, we can also see the love, right? That I guess blue is what I was calling rivalry before, and the heart is what I was calling love before. Nope, not dungeon. Is the Nadeshko really good in J? I know when I posted my R tier list, you were really surprised. I think it was you. Someone was really surprised that I didn't have the Ice Tavalisis higher. Yeah, that must have been you. And said that they were they're typically really good. So I'm assuming insanely so. Okay, cool. Okay, so now knowing how the energy stuff works, let's take a look. Yeah, okay, so this is still the same problem that they kind of had in R a little bit. It seems like we're getting morale a little bit faster in this game, but it is kind of butts that we start with no way of using our energy up, but we do have it from the getting on flare. It's also really honking expensive though. So at least right now, it kind of looks like we're more geared towards using our energy for our barrier. He has 7 skills to start. Good gracious. I guess, okay, he doesn't actually have 7. He kind of has 5. 5 is still a lot, but like, parry, shoot down. Oh no, sorry, no, that's counter, never mind. But like, all of the like, defensive equipment skills are kind of all just filling one spot. They're kind of all a third of the skill. Yeah, okay, and this works exactly, this should be exactly the same, just with different names. Maybe slightly more power. 27, 29, 32, 35. 27, 29, 30. Okay, no, it's exactly the same. Yeah, that's what I figured. He also had something else. IFS. Image feedback system. Great. Increases pilots' stats based on will. Oh, that's potentially very good. May attack first when being targeted. Activate rate relies on the difference between... Great. Okay, okay, we are at 150. It should increase. I guess it shouldn't increase all of them. I don't know if that's to be true. Let me take a picture of his stats and see if the stat screen changes. Actually, hold on. No, sorry, right. I have the power of YouTube. Let me use the power of YouTube. CQB 158. I kind of wanted to make that all one message, but I can't, like, shift as a control enter on this. I wanted a way to, like, hit enter without, like, sending the message, but... That'll be enough to check. If he gets more morale, we can see what that will do to his stats. Okay. You have a bit of leadership, so we can go here first. Also, this thing also has pretty good crit rate. Yeah, crit seems potentially very high in this game. We've not seen his attack yet, so let's give it a gander. Here we go. It's the debut of Space Ganger. Fall before my righteous fury. I'm surprised that he doesn't try to like find a way to customize it more, because what I've seen of Genki Ganger, this looks nothing like it. Okay, that's not bad. We probably could have crit killed that. There are too many guys in this game. Yeah, this series do like using Guy. So there's Guy Daigoji, presumably Guy Daido of Getter. There's Guy. Isn't there a guy in Astray also? I know the main character is low, but I'm pretty sure there's a guy in Astray. Seeing as I put you off terrain, we'll give you the alert now. That's probably also too much, but it's, I mean, they're all free, it doesn't matter. How many, actually, yeah, how many guys are there? Is Guy spelled Guy too? Yeah, that is, there's a guy, okay. Oh yeah, isn't he the blue Astray? But they're also in blue units too. I mean, yeah, like technically speaking, I actually don't know where GAI comes from, but if you were to transliterate the English name GUY into Japanese to try and be a Japanese name, you'd spell GAI. Oh, I did not realize that the Gaugagar's pilot is named Guy also. So yeah, sure, I would accept that as part of the Guy group. Target enemy is a dead ahead. Fire at will once they're in range. Should the captain be giving more precise orders? Have no fear, Nurgle has a great deal of faith in the Deshko. Its crew may have some quirks, but they're all at the top of their fields. Five Guy guys. Okay, so it's Shishio, Astray, Getter, the Deshko, and is there one I said that I'm forgetting now? Oh, and Slump has one too. Oh, is he the blonde-haired one? These battleships mean business. Also, getting to pass support defenses off into a distortion field that just negates damage rather than reducing it by a percentage seems very good. Which is slightly different than how it, yeah, that's slightly different than how it worked on the other handle things too. Captain, a transport vessel is approaching. Oh no, warn them to stop and turn around. Relax, Captain. It appears to be carrying the supplement pilots dispatched to us by corporate. Oh, right, I remember now. You said they were coming. Okay, I was hoping we were gonna get the rest of the ice to boluses. Yeah, there we go. Ryoko Subaru here. We're your supplement pilots from Nurgle HQ. I'm Hikaru Amano, and I'm with her. I'm blood type B, and my sign is Ophiuchus. Excellent. Do L size, right? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. This game and J would make you believe ships are good. How evil of them. I mean, they're welcome to be good in those games. I'm glad they get a chance to. I think that's like the joy of how many games there are, is that like it's like competitive Pokemon formats. If you want to do something at some point, it's probably in one of the games. I like crispy pizza crusts and slightly moist senbei. Maki Izumi, we brought supplemental pastries for everyone too. I lots. I know she also makes a lot of puns that also don't work as well in English. Who the heck are you? They're supplement pilots. They're friendlies. Yeah, that's us. Didn't expect to arrive mid-combat, but you guys are really taking it easy, huh? Guess we're just gonna have to save your bacon. Yo, Tenkawa, we're gonna take that from a girl? Okay, I kind of liked Guy before, but there's some amount of toxic masculinity to him. Let's show him how real men get the job done. Oh geez, that's a weirdo. I started to think we shouldn't have transferred to this ship. Membership on this ship is a shipment of regret. And there goes Izumi again. No more blabbering out of either of you two. Hikaru, Izumi, here we go. Let's show these amateurs what we're all about. Are you sure about these three? They come recommended by management. Their skills must be up to par. Their personalities, on the other hand, are, I suppose, not much worse than anyone else recruited to the Deshko crew, actually. You mean they're all idiots? I do like that, though, right? Like, if you... The number of times you meet people who are really good at what they do, they're just, like bafflingly strange. Our accuracy is falling off pretty badly, but oh, no, they're on terrain, Neat, we get 3 flunkies. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they were kind of flunky-esque in our grit focus. Oh, she's got IFS too. Did Akito have that too? And I just missed it. Oh, he did. Okay, they all do. That must be a Ice Tavalis thing that I didn't realize. With combo attacks and good spirits all around. Yeah, like if I'm gonna call them flunkies, I do think they're on the better side of flunky. I think I gave them pretty good ratings before. It's like hard not to when you have a unit that can fully restore its energy in a game where we have already given the price point of energy restoration as it costing you a turn. Getting to do that for free just inherently makes them pretty good. And IFS, like I said, IFS seems like it's really promising. We'll go look at Guy in a second, see if it's changed. Oh, that's really fun. I like that. Here, where's my mouse? Did I lose my mouse? Did we lose connection to everything? Am I still here? Okay, I'm still here. I took out my audio. There's my mouse back. Here, yeah. I like that we have these 3 heads here. That's fun. To show who needs to be on the team attack. Rapid fire, immediate knife. Right, these are all the same as the other 2. They just have normal names for them. And giving them the combo attacks does also let them actually use their energy. Lets their energy scale up more. It's good. Right, yeah, I wanted to see what the actual difference was between them. Okay. I got that vaguely in my head. Okay, so there's a couple of stat points difference between them. It feels pretty negligible. It feels like it's largely 1 or 2 points. And then Ryoko is just probably the best of the 3 of them. Yeah, by a little bit. But calling her a flunky feels somewhat incorrect early on. She does just as much damage as Duo does. And seems like she scales better too. Okay, she's got grit and focus. Actually, no, here is the point where Ryoko might not quite qualify as a flunky. Seeing as she also has leadership too. Having a second mobile point of leadership that's not attached to a battleship is probably pretty useful. I love they're more in games with squads just because Nadeshiko-esque a lot of you. Fielding Akito, Guy, then 3 angels. Yeah, no, Nadeshiko, the Nadeshiko group is very resource costly in terms of deploying units for sure. Sad that Hikaru doesn't have Bless yet, but hopefully she'll get it next. Guy and Akito have a combo attack is a much lower ask than 3 units. Oh yeah, no they do. Yeah, that was not to discredit that these 2, the double Gekigan flare is the same thing as their first of the 2 combination attacks, and is much cheaper because you only have 2. Yeah, totally. Yeah, right. That's what I was saying. Yeah, our deployment position right now does not let them really get to use them to their fullest extent, which is fine. We will get to do that later. But okay, well, what else do you have? You got to focus. Sure. Oh, Daunt costs 50 in this game. I don't know how much we're going to use that. Yeah, we don't get to like fully get to see them do the best they get to do right now, but that's fine. We'll probably have other missions to do that. Yeah, it's like I think I said this when I was grading them for R2. It's like a weird amount of incentivization. So like, if you're deploying Akito, you really want to deploy Guy. And if you're already deploying Akito, you probably want to be using the Nadeshiko if you get to pick battleships. And if you're already using the Nadeshiko, you kind of want to pick these three too, because like the more of them, the better you get to use them. So like on one hand, they take up a lot of space, but they are parasitic in a way where you kind of want to keep leaning into it. So it's not so bad. Actually, here's also another thing. While these do require 3 units for their combo attack, just like the Alpha Beta Gamma that we're using in GC, you do also get 3 pilots that can map attack or combo attack. So we could have someone like where Hikaru is, then we could have someone here and someone here. We could cover a lot of ground and like keep hopscotching map attacks like pretty dramatically into a map. Okay, he's at 109 morale. Theoretically, that should have started moving things up. 158, still 158, 121, 121, 128, 128. Okay. Okay, we'll see if it jumps up again. Either of these seem fine. We still don't get bonuses to hit on map attacks. Oh, good, that actually Rory gets to be a sub-pilot for them. Snipe doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? We can use scan to, like, maybe get a better hit on them with the map attack. Okay, so here, check this out. So we have a 91 to hit right now if we use the Gravitational Blast. It's adding plus 10 to hit. So a map gravity blast plus a scan is the same thing as a regular gravity blast. So we can just measure, like we can easily measure it that way. I think I prefer moving Akito out of the way because I want to get him onto terrain. So like we could go here and then support attack off with Guy. That seems fine. And we don't spend anything, we just like let the we like try to dodge the 15. Yeah. And we have the barriers for it. Okay. He's got 1, 2. So we jumped. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, it does show you. So it looks like it looks like IFS is jumping every 10 because now Guy has crossed over to 112 and he now has 160. We were at 158 before. 123 is 121. 131 is 1. Okay. It also adds asymmetrically. So CQB and defense increased by 2 points each, but evade increased by 3 points. And that was for every 10 morale that he got. So if we can break morale limits, I wonder how high it goes up. Maybe it only goes up to 50. But if we can keep going indefinitely, if it goes up to 50, it works basically like how the Zero system and Hyper Mode did in R, where if it goes up if every 10 gives 2 points, then it can only go up to 50. You're getting a total of 10 stats out of it. Except for those other places where you're maybe getting like 3 somewhere. Yeah. That takes us off terrain. We can stay here. Okay, we're gonna get Higan shot afterwards. I don't feel like we clearly don't need to be giving battleships extra health in this game. So we will let them weaken or maybe kill. We'll see. And then Guy will maybe finish one off. Let's see what this map attack looks like. Oh, never mind. It even shows you the percentage here. That's so nice. I'm used to map attacks just like not telling you what their accuracy is going to be. Okie dokie. Here we go. Oh no, it's just people. You know, for how much energy it costs, I guess it better pay. What? There are more of them. So many. Pipe down, newbie. If they hit us, our job is to hit back. Shut up. You have no idea what I'm going through. And sure, I'm a newbie, but I have a name. Akito Tenkawa. You're talking back to me? Save it and your name and whatever else you got for later. Later, that's assuming we survive. Hey, don't get all serious on this, Izumi. High energy reading approaching from outside the zone. All ice develops is evasive maneuvers. Full power to the distortion field. Oh, okay. So artificial? Jovian lizards incoming. There's some familiar sprites. Oh, come on. Now it's Jovian lizards, too? Another warship class reading from opposite heading. Can we ever catch a break? Whoops, looks like we're interrupting something. First Radom, now lizards. It would seem our family vacation has become a bit of a bug hunt. This isn't how we're going to take down the Nadeshko, right? The Jovian lizards are here. We should wipe them out first. Taking advantage would be the best way to fulfill the contract. No frickin' way. You can't stab him in the back. You can stab him in the back if you want, but count me out. Dad, I agree with Kazuma. Do you? Well, isn't that something? So do I. Dad, we'll tackle the mission later. Take out those lizards. Awesome. I'm right behind you, Captain. Oh, I believe these are some rather infamous trailers. The Valstork family, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like they're moving to help us out. Indeed, they believe in the need of those who live and work in space to support one another. In the face of life-threatening disaster, they would prioritize aid over profit. What a grand tradition. You've got us pegged. Oh my gosh, add an eye patch and a scar and I'm screaming. That's so cool. You have my allegiance, sir. Thank you very much, trailers. Okay. So theoretically, we could have tried to shoot down Boo to get some extra stuff out of it, but that's fine. Cowards, it seems the army has lost its spaceman spirit. Don't follow them. We're taking out the enemy in front of us first. Deploy all troops as well. Oh no, we do get Tech Command. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. Wow, D-Boy, what's gotten you so fired up all of a sudden? The spaceman spirit. Something about the phrase takes me back. Huh? Plus, the Valstork crew fed me. I'll earn my own keep. Roger that, D-Boy. Show us some results, and I'll call it even for manhandling my sister. Kazuma, honestly. Come on, it's time for a little more extermination. All I will say is will limit break is in this game. Okay, cool. So many new parties. Yeah, no, we're getting a lot of like cross-contamination with story already. About time stage 1 and 2 are pretty straightforward. Yeah, I mean, yeah, totally. I mean, even this is like still decently straightforward, but because we're also just gonna like, I have no other context other than to full send right now. I think if I was like more trying to optimize, we should have put these two in the Valstork and move them forward, but I don't feel like we need to load here. I will end up using that more when we like sort of know what we're doing. For the record, Moo had a servo motor and a gunfight plus he would have dropped. That's a real bummer. Okay. We probably could have, that gunfight would have been really good. I'm assuming that was one of the skill parts we were talking about before. Lancer, I don't even know her. I can't believe it. That's like, that's such an internet joke. I can't believe that's in the game. Cool. I mean, sure, I guess we'll just keep doing this. I don't mind. He is a pain, and you have to be aligned to him because they retreat once you down 8 of them. Yeah, yeah. This was right. That was definitely a flag by number. I'm assuming there's probably also a turn count. I'm assuming that if we passed into this enemy phase, they probably would have shown up anyway. Strike, nice. That'll be fine. Glad we can get some kills to Kazuma, too. That was also a ton of XP. I guess because we didn't actually give them a lot last turn. Okay, so we can still do it this turn. Like, these two are not getting much farther than where the Valstork is getting to, so we may as well. Okay. Figure we may as well check to see if we could like launch them after the fact. And just like have them sitting there grayed out. So why is it buzzing at me? But it's because the 3 at the top aren't in range. This is fine. I'll see if he gets hurt, it's whatever, because we can just heal him with the blue earth next turn. Though I also don't mind the idea of sending Kazuma in. Actually, here, we'll just... Okay, we'll focus and we'll take that kill. And then whatever happens here, we'll just be whatever happens. Oh, it even just tells you the objectives on the side. Cool. All enemy units annihilated, all ally units shut down. Okay. Annihilated, so aggressive. The beam shot launcher is probably enough. Yeah. Then I want to save... We're saving the cheer until we take down one of these, the Dragonfly battleships. I guess I did just translate them. I just like wrote down what the kanji was, but like still keeping it in Japanese. I didn't think to like see if they. I didn't think to like translate them to what those actually words, what those actual words meant. Is Bada the word for grasshopper? Maybe. I mean, presumably because that's what it's like. What's printed there. But I think we're not going to worry about the Dawns. I think they're too expensive. Saving one Dawn for... like, saving one Dawn for 3 focuses does not feel good, I don't think. This is lethal without needing to spend anything. Who didn't move? Oh, Guy did not? That's fine. And he'll be outside of the range. Okay, I guess this is fine. We can give it to Kai. I don't mind. 20 hit, 40 hit. Yeah, the like weapons in this game seem pretty cracked. They're giving like way higher stats than I was expecting. Like we've gotten massive hit bonuses and massive crit bonuses. I guess like 40 is pretty normal for melee attacks, but you know, like we're still seeing plus 20 at their worst. Bada is usually Grasshopper or Locust. Okay. Locust, yeah. Okay. You asked me about secrets. Now I'm expecting one now. I guess we only won't get time for one this mission, though. He's alone. He's got the guts to come back for round 2. Fine, throw him with the lizards. Whoa, I'm here to help. Huh? Good, thank goodness. The name's Second Lieutenant Mulaflog of Alliance 3rd Fleet. I'm going to support your ship. Why the change of heart, huh? You were just trying to kill us. We're civilians fighting our enemy while the soldiers turn tail. It's not a great look for us. Well, now, I'm just asking for temporary truce. Don't shoot me in the back while I'm saving your skin. You're a good man, aren't you? You're a good man, aren't you? Just doing my duty as a soldier. Why don't you leave this to a professional? Darn, that's one real man right there. Well, no good deed goes unpunished. I'm probably getting demoted for this, or reassigned to a suicide squad. Okay, about that. Even when I fail, I succeed. My timing is impeccable. Moon needs 10 kills. You get one more stage with him after this. Easy enough to give him 5 now and 5 later, but obviously after discretion. Okay. So should I then, like, I should be saving these then, yeah? You only get 2 stages to get 10. That's like a little tight. That's definitely a little tight. You get 1 more stage with him after this. Easy enough. Yeah. You know what? Sure. We'll give him the 4 now. We'll have to figure out how to give him 6 later. Did I ruin it already? Does it have? Do you only get a chance to do 5 and 5? And did I like queue through that combat too fast? Because if so, that's a really obnoxious secret. I mean, I don't mind that necessarily. It's just, yeah. Unfortunately, the batters are too squishy. Yeah. So does that mean we're just like fully out then? Do we have to give him 5 here and we only get 5 to give him later too, or can I give him 6 later? Fire gun barrel. Okay, cool. Focus alert. Sure. Yeah, because if we can still do it, I'll still do it. You should be good. Okay, cool, great. Then let's try to weaken him. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So I did this badly. We should have gone at a diagonal here. So I guess we still can here, and then we get. Oh, but the other 2 are not at morale enough range. That's fine. Spirits, focus. Okay, so we'll save. I mean, we'll still use our cheer when we're hitting one of these, but we'll make sure we have to not kill it though. We can probably take out that dragonfly this turn. We're also going to use the beam shot launcher just to be safe. I don't think we can do 5,800, but yeah. And if we're already going to be like dragging our feet kills like turns wise, like this plus next turn, like this plus enemy phases maybe a kill. Oh boy, okay, no, that's much slower. Oh, I guess because of the distortion field. Okay, we need to save this Bada. I guess given that we're just gonna put stuff in the battleship. It feels unlikely it's gonna change who they're targeting, but okay. All right, well, this is gonna be long. So what shall we draw about for our last half hour while we're farming this? Luckily, I believe the next stage with him, you get you get him from the rip. Okay, cool. Is there any like signposting that would tell me that I need to be doing this way? You know what? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we want to take out the Bada now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. Okay. Because we are gonna need to get him resupplied at some point if this is gonna keep up. Which actually probably is next turn. So. Oh, nice that you can use a spirit on deploy. That's really good. We're gonna use both to be safe. And I don't think it matters which spot we go to. It's like the same either way. We're dodging one and not dodging the other. And we'll start it on this one. That seems good to me. Yeah, I don't like target kill counts in like I don't like target kill counts in like 2 or 3 scenarios. Yeah, like if it's long term where you might naturally get to it because you were perfect. Where you might get to it like just naturally because you're already using them. That doesn't feel so bad. Or alternatively, I don't hate the idea of the like really specific kill count in a couple of turns. If there's somehow that tutorializes it for you in the story, or that's like you kind of already want a second playthrough anyway to go back and get it like on your next run, that seems maybe fine. We can immediate knife you. Yeah, that seems fine. And then I think all of these are set up for move whenever he wants them. And then hopefully next turn we have enough movement to be able to clear out to make this happen. Okay. It's fine. Good. Good. Obnoxious that this is how it's going to happen, but it's whatever. So we can still attack this turn with like the wired gun barrels, then we can resupply next turn. Or we can sorry, not next turn. We can resupply after the fact. Yeah. Okay. You. Oh, interesting. That's interesting that the dash script doesn't have load on it. How weird. Oh, yep. You can go to isn't there an Excel somewhere in here? No, okay. I'm just assuming there's gonna be because it's a jet. They've got to get Excel at some point. They're a jet. Okay. Let's see how this does. Yeah, that's fine. A bit of a barrier. That's good. Interesting that our evade didn't change. Oh no, they're on evade naturally. I thought it said defend. I was like, that's weird that switching to evade did not cut that hit rate. But never mind. I just can't see. Okay. Do you have an Excel? You do. Hopefully we are far enough away that we can leave all of this to right now. It's like an FE to get guidance characters. You need a character called you need nulls. You get a level 7 with 0 prompting or reasons to do so without going on your way to stall grind. Yeah. At least with Nils, like you kind of do want to use him a lot because like he is a type of character we don't have in these games. It is effectively the Zeal or Awakened Spirit. It is Fire Emblem calls them dancers, or refreshers sometimes, but his job is technically a dancer. Let's hope he doesn't die. I forgot to put evade on him. He'll be fine. Where they can't attack, their entire turn is giving someone else back their turn. That was needlessly risky, I apologize. I guess since did we use me hit already? Oh, we did. Yeah, I forgot to turn the focus back on. That's my mistake. Glad it didn't cost us. I gotta always make you fear for your life a little bit, at least once a scenario. Great. All Jovian lizards have been destroyed. We're not thinking of any reinforcements either. Whew, there's no end to these things, but we're out of the fire for now. There must have been independent strike force. There's no Chulum nearby. Thanks a lot, Second Lieutenant Flaga. That's weird to call him just Flaga. I feel like calling him Ola Flaga is worse, though. But you also wouldn't call him Mula? Calling him Mula is very funny. Is his middle name Law? No need to thank me, my lovely captain. This is what any real soldier would do. But you should know that while my third fleet retreated, the Far East force is still on your tail. What? They haven't given up yet? So I really have to be anywhere but here. See you around. Wow, he was kinda cool. Looks like there are some standout guys even in the Alliance. No time for a victory lap, Kazuma. Right, I almost forgot that we're here on business. Duo, don't. I got it. Let's just trust the captain on this one. Thank you very much, trailers. We couldn't have made it without you. Don't think us yet. We're about to open fire on you. What are you talking about? A shocking betrayal. The ally you least expect reveals his true colors. Nothing personal, guys. Just doing our job. That being said, we still value human life. Hurry up and evacuate your crew. We can't do that. Akito? We need to get to Mars. We have our own problems, and they're every bit as important to us as your job is to you. Wow, Tankawa, you do have some balls. Again, I think that's good. Also, how would she know that? Like, she's not interacted with him long enough to be able to make that call whether he's a coward or not. Kazuma, just stop right there, Mihiro. It's the Alliance. The Far East forces caught up with us after all. Oh boy. Eureka, can you hear me? It's me, Jun. Jun, you came for me. Who's that? Great question. A friend of the captain. His name is Jun Aoi. Really? He sure doesn't sound like he's just a friend. You got that right. The boy came flying in on the wings of love. Come back, Eureka. Your dad's worried about you. This is your one chance to get off light for insubordination. Jun, Abramisa Maru's waiting for you with open arms, so just come back, Eureka. I'm sorry, Jun, I can't do that. Eureka, what's going on over there? Shut up and listen, Kazuma. This is where I belong. Here, Captain Nadeshiko. Not because I'm the eldest Misamaru daughter, or Koichiro Misamaru's daughter, but because this is the only place where... So you're picking